everybody, and welcome back to Roll for Damage, where I take this lovely group of nerds, +1, you can decide which the +1 is, through my Rise of Tiamat homebrew campaign in my world of Tariel. Yes, tonight we have a guest. Say hi, Kieran.
Hello.
He's back playing Saros to help out the party. It's gonna be gonna be good. Everyone's I think excited to play with Kieran again. Look how happy Shannon is. A little thing on your head's bobbling all over the place. Yeah.
I'm really excited to be back.
There's not a whole lot of things to do before we start tonight. I'm still gonna thank Bree for the art, Sirenscape for the sounds. We're not technically sponsored by Hero Forge anymore, but they have been friends of the channel. I still message my rep and get chat with him. He was like, "Hey, congrats on the marriage." Like, thanks, man. So yeah, thank you very much to Hero Forge for being our bestest buddies. Yay. Okay. So we are gonna go and do a round of hi, who are you, and tell us your character. So we'll start with returning cast member, Kieran.
That's me. My name is Kieran. We're agent number 1. I am a Twitch streamer, strategy and variety streamer. I'm playing Saros Starweaver tonight, who is from season 1 and 2 and 3, just 1 and 2. I can't remember. I've lost track of the scales above. I am a mage slaying cleric, acolyte and zealot, who you can see in the opening little characters walking across the screen.
Okay. Next along we have Sean.
Hello, I'm Sean, a real human being who plays a fake elf named Auric Solaris, who is a bad dad. I haven't said that in a while. And overall, I think a nice guy. Real swell. He's a time wizard, timey-wimey boy, and space boy. And he uses more time stuff than space stuff, though. But who is Sean, the real human, behind Auric Solaris? Because I did get the part. Nova told me. I am the creative director of Paradise Productions, where I am the DM for our flagship show, Advantage in Paradise. We are about to enter into a very complicated battle next week. You can see the battle map back there. It's in the dark. There's a little light I can turn on. It's very cool. You can find that on Mondays at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on our channel, Paradise Prod, on Twitch. I also do... when my life is not a bundle of things that I have to do, I do a Wednesday night variety stream where I craft minis, draw maps, play games, do all sorts of stuff. And then, of course, I'm here on Fridays, and on Sundays, I engage in the most powerful hour on the internet with Shannon over there at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We have a charity event coming up next weekend for Jasper's Game Day. We have games running from Friday through Sunday to raise money for suicide prevention with Jasper's. We have a whole string of awesome DMs for a variety of games, not just D&D, all tabletop. And I also graduate school on that Saturday with my MFA in film and TV. So I'm very excited for that. That's me, the real human being. Now I'm going to be timey-wimey boy for the next couple hours. Bye.
Shannon!
Yay! Sean basically did my job for me. I'm the community manager for Paradise
I'm
Productions.
the community manager now.
No, you're not. No, you're not. He just told you about all of our awesome programming that we have. We have Discord. Come hang out with us on Discord. We have, we're on the Clock app. Not very often, but we're there too.
Shannon, I almost posted on it today.
Why didn't you?
Because I got tired and took a nap.
Come on, Sean. So yes, as Sean said, we are running Jasper's Game Day in Paradise next weekend. It's going to be so much fun. We hope to see you there. Tonight I will be playing my beloved barbarian Sloane, who re-upped her deal with War Daddy and actually means it this time. So we'll see where this goes, and you know, she's just trying to survive. That's really all she's trying to do, is just get through life. Yeah,
Okay.
that's Sloane. Oh, she likes creme brulees too, or as she calls them, creamy brulees.
I think I'll have to say that there's one in your bag now.
I'm absolutely checking, so there better be a fucking creamy brulee in there.
Do I bait and switch? All right.
Not
Shelby.
a pregnant lady.
Shelby?
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you call me. Hi, my
didn't
name's
even
Shelby. Yeah. Speak up, Kyle. Hi, my name is Shelby, or Whistle, or Shippy-Dibby-Doo. I'm in the middle of a brand change that I may never change just because it annoys Kyle that I have to say 3 different names. I am a sometimes Twitch streamer trying to become a more times Twitch streamer. I talk and draw and sometimes play video games. I'm also a Twitter artist and behind a small production of an animatic series called Into the Farwood, based on a fun D&D arc that I've gone through that I'm just expanding into telling the story of the campaign. And I will be playing Nia, who is I refer to her as a problem child, but honestly, she's been the least problematic here this season, so I'm not even going to call her that anymore. She's our broken child that's slowly mending her relationship with her god and trying to maybe get out of the horrific manipulation that she's been going through for like the last 6 months.
Okay. So I got a message from Sarah. And it's your turn.
I'm Shro, or Shrogril. I have the absolute pleasure today of playing my longtime favorite D&D character of Tig, which Kieran has had to deal with far too many times. And yeah, I'm sorry, dude. It's okay. I'm their problem
okay,
now.
I love Tig.
I'm their problem now. It's fine. So yeah, I'll be playing Tig today, the current second best barbarian. So we'll see how this goes today. I'm here to support and info dump because Tig's not got that good of a brain, but that's me.
Do you actually think you're the second best barbarian, Tig?
It depends.
All barbarians are created equal.
Yeah, some of us are just physically stronger, and some of us are mentally stronger.
All barbarians are created equal.
Some are more equal than others. All right.
If she says
doesn't
that
make
now
me so- it
until
doesn't
there's
mean
a
I'm-
throwing competition or a wrestling match.
It doesn't mean I'm better than you, it just makes me superior.
You can both
Wait.
partake in an elf throwing contest. You've got 2 elves. You can see which one goes further. Anyways, all right. Hi, I'm Nova, the DM here. Run roll for damage. Not well lately. We've had lots of issues with uploads and computers and whatnot, but we're slowly getting past those hurdles. So hopefully it will be better soon. We are going to start today's session. Actually, Sean, recap me. Go.
Welcome to my humble corner
3-minute
of
recap.
storytelling.
Here we go.
Last week on the scales above, some shit happened. We were upset with one another from the start because of some bad stuff that happened. But it largely revolved around Sloane and her problems. Auric had a nice little dad chat with Tamel by the fire while we were watching Watch. And basically Auric was like, maybe the world's supposed to end. And Tamel was like, I don't know. I'm not an expert on apocalypses. I only do runes, man. And Auric was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna info dump to you, and you chime in whenever you want. And he was like, well, you know, Tiamat, Bahamut, Bastard 5, Horseman, big old salad of fucked up shit. Maybe we should resurrect Tiamat to kill the 5, maybe not. Is it better to know the enemy that's not trying to destroy everything and is just trying to get everyone to serve them? Blah, 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 blah. Tamel was like, let's talk about this in the morning with everyone. And Auric was like, I guess you're right. And then Auric started casting a bunch of spells to do things. Decided not to. And then almost looked up at the stars to get a little bit of that disassociation that star elves are so fond of. But then, no, I should be present. There's a lot of dangerous shit going on. So we woke up the next morning and started talking about it. And we literally went over everything that we've learned since season 1 about Tiamat. Truthfully, most of it was from season 1. And we just finally were like, we should talk about this. We should continue that conversation we had a long time ago. And Sloane got upset because there was too much. We were talking about way too much. And she's been very overwhelmed lately. So we were like, oh, let's go check on Sloane. But then someone fell out of the sky. His name, Ursamir. His relationship to us, War Daddy. He was released into the material plane due to Nova misreading a spell the session before that. And he came back extraordinarily wounded from trying to actually make progress against the end of the world and do a good thing, actually. And we were like, Mister, we need to have a long talk about your relationship with our friend. So sit down. And we talked to him. We kept saying, you need to not be such a dick. And he was like, I think you guys are being a dicks to me. And we were like, maybe, but you're the one killing everyone. And then Sloane was like, everyone stop talking for me. And I'm gonna make my own choices now. Fuck all of you. War Daddy, what the hell? And then Auric got silenced because he was talking too much, appropriately. And War Daddy was like, Sloane, you got one choice. Do it now. I'm gonna die in the next 7 minutes unless you make that choice. And she was like, all right, everyone, I don't actually know what I want to do. Can you tell me what to do?
Excuse me. No. I asked you, you jerk.
True.
Not everybody else.
True. She asked me. She did ask Auric. She didn't ask everyone else. Auric took her aside for a little powwow. War Daddy also promised Auric that he would help him kill gods, I think. Which Auric was like, maybe this deal's worth it. And then went over to Sloane, said, hey, I can't tell you what I would do. It's not my place. You have to do what you would do. I know what I would do, and just do what you want to do. I won't be mad no matter what you do. Because she was like, are you going to be mad if I become an evil goddess? And Auric was like, I'm becoming an evil god, so maybe we'll just be friends. And then Auric was like, do what you want to do. He hugged her. She started weeping. He started weeping too because he feels other people's emotions. He's an empath with none of his own feelings. And then War Daddy was like, good. Here's a level up for your friends, but not you. And they became one. Finally, as she is seizing her destiny. And I believe that's where we ended.
I think so. We said that you guys would, be scaling the mountains, and
yes,
just to
yes, we chose which way we're gonna go.
Yes,
the fast route.
Fast route, which takes you very close to the war camp that you've been seeing burning in the distance from the fires tonight. And I'll say that, like, over the last few sessions, you've been seeing these it's like rising smoke. It hasn't really moved a lot. War camps tend to not move very far when you're marching people because you've got to, take it down, get everyone sorted, march out. They're all not moving too fast, and you set it up, and it's like you moved 10 miles. So yeah. Right. So I'll start with as you descend the mountains on the far side, having gone up through the pass, which is, up. You would have, you don't want to walk straight through the bottom of it because anyone that's around would be seeing you. So you kind of on the sides of these mountains. You can see the war camp some miles away. That is being packed up, and a column of soldiers, monsters, demons, and music does not work. One moment. Sorry, I'm just listening to doot 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 doot. I'm like, no,
I've been
what?
bobbing happily along with it.
See, if I had
It's
taken
okay. No, go on. Oh.
If I had taken
Ah,
the
it's
Ravenous
better.
Void spell, I could attack them from 1,000 feet away.
Okay,
Yes.
I will not restart the whole bit, but yeah. It's been packed up, and a column of soldiers, monsters, demons, and all manner of crawling, skulking abominations, numbering in their tens of thousands, march towards the pass you are currently coming through. Given the size of the force, and and you can see previous war camps, only like a few miles apart, really, just due to the size of shifting that many people and setting up and all sleeping in the one area. It's going to take some time to completely pass through this very narrow gap, which at its narrowest would only allow maybe 10 to 15 people through, provided they don't scale the sides too much. What you can see, though, at the far end of the pass is maybe 100 ogre-like creatures are marking out the new camp. They're setting up pickets and flattening out areas to set up tents. They're building the starts of fires. And currently it is still morning. So they must have been sent out before sunrise even. Get here and set this up. You can stay high in the mountains and easily avoid all this, given how rocky it is, while safely descending the far side. And depending on your speed of travel, you may be able to get through the pass after the army has left, if you're going to stay in Zonthals for a while, or you could try one of the other places. Alternatively, if you're really quick, you might be able to actually get sort of back through this pass again by going like up the mountains and just like skirting it and then down again. There will be obviously some people moving through. They will be in the pass, but not completely through it, given how narrow. Fitting 10,000 people 15 abreast is going to take, well, tens of thousands of people 15 abreast will take some time. So that's on your choice right now. What you can see, though, on the far side, the landscape from the mountains down to these plains is grey and barren. The wind whistles through crags and fissures in the earth, kicking up dust and ash. The smell of those wind-borne particles assails your senses. Every time the wind blows, it's drying out your eyes and throat as you breathe. From the cracks in the dirt in the distance, you can see this orange glow as if the Earth's mantle has started to crack apart here. A faint, along with the lightest sense of something almost sulfurous, undercuts everything. In the distance, there is Zonthal's tower, edge maze around it. and the town around that, which is looking surprisingly prosperous in this dead land. The tower, maze, and the farmland of the tower around the town is surprisingly lush and green, and you can see that everything seems to avoid it somewhat. So, who's leading the expedition down the far side of the mountains, and where do you want to go?
You said it's looking very lush and green. We can all see this?
Yeah. So, like, the town is, and you're maybe a half day from it, where you are currently.
Okay. Where we are right now, it's very dead and grey and all that still, yeah?
Yeah, and you can see, because of like the craggy earth and like all the splits and fissures, that there are sort of like, there's lots of cover. You can get down there and get through this Mordor-esque area.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, Tig's gonna hurry up. She sees all the greenery and life and like trees. She's gonna go leaves and hurry up a bit.
Yeah.
Just
little
in
twig
that direction.
Little twig is just hanging onto your hair, just like flapping about behind you. The rest of you, are you just gonna follow her as she just goes running headlong down a mountain?
I mean, I was going to suggest we take the faster route that.
Yeah, that's what I was
going to
suggest too.
But,
Just up and over. Wait, Tig.
Yeah,
Wait.
same.
Okay.
This way's faster. Come back.
But faster?
Faster.
Pasta.
We go.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start like eating finger food.
I'm gonna get you all to do a fairly easy con save just to see how tired you get. Giddy. How tired you get as you pass. Because you want to move fast, you want to be seen. So, yeah, and it is rough terrain.
Con, you said?
21.
Yes.
Yep.
25.
Jesus. Yes.
Where's my good dice?
Where's my good dice?
Roll that DM dice, Sean.
Yeah. It's a good thing I have a plus 12 to my con saves. That's an 18.
Cool. Shelby?
15.
15? Yep. All good. You all succeed. So I'll say you probably slow down once you start seeing the change between this, like, it's not like you've been sprinting for 6 hours, but you have been moving at a reasonable pace. And just realize that Sarah's copying Shannon. So Sean, I think you can do it.
John wants to get in on it.
As you start making your way through the ever change, all of you lose hair, and I'm just like, I'm gonna go bald soon. Anyways, back on track. You start getting towards from the grey to the green. You slow down, and you can start enjoying the relative safety of this area. Maybe 20 minutes from town, you can see on the outskirts there are some like warehouses which you can see have carts put up to them, whether they're for grain or meat or whatever. You're not quite sure yet. It seems that this is given how dead everything is, this has to be one of the main producers for the area. And Saros, where would you be right now? You've been told they're coming. Would you just be waiting on the road, or what would you be doing?
Oh no, I am definitely lurking in the shadows, as it were. I wouldn't have my pale and unsightly skin be blemished by the harsh sun.
Okay. Somewhere that you can see the routes in, or have you got someone who's going to come tell you?
No, I think somewhere where I could do it myself.
Okay.
So, like high up, looking out windows
Okay.
from a bit of a vantage point of the roads.
Okay. If it's alright with you, we'll say that you're sort of on the second story of a warehouse. And warehouses are quite high roofs, so you'd actually be equivalent to like 4 stories up, sort of just like looking out.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Over the roads. And the very small, like, there's a wooden wall around this place, but it's barely a wall. Like, a human can jump up and grab it and start pulling themselves up, but it's, it gives the people a feeling of defense with all the farms outside it.
Mm-hmm.
So, can I get the marching order as you guys go walking into town, please?
May I go
Orcs
first?
in the middle.
So, we've got the tanks up front, the squishes in the back.
Orcs in the middle.
Okay.
That's all I know.
Look, how is Tick supposed to know she's responsible for her own actions, man?
Okay, so we go Tig, Sloan, Auric, and then Nia.
Yeah.
And as you get to the gate, there's a couple guys leaning against it. They're meant to be guards, but this place looks very laid back in a lot of ways.
Okay.
This guy's sort of leaning there, spear. He's not even holding the spear. It's against the wall. The shield's there. He's like leaning, arms crossed in the sun. Tourists, cultists, or something else? Come to see our tower?
Yeah. And grass.
You got
a place to
grass.
rest.
Oh,
Tourists.
well, there's an inn. Like, go down the main street about 150 feet to the left.
There a leather worker here by chance?
Yeah, same street, about 3 buildings down from the inn.
Thank you.
You'll see it.
Bakery.
Yeah, not the same street, but if it's one more back, like in the heart of town, right near the town hall, you'll see it. I think the baker's sick at the moment, so his wife's taking over. She's not quite as good.
I want to like tap Sloan and just very quietly whisper, "What about your bag?"
Oh yes, that too. But I want new pastries as well.
Fair.
Snacks.
Yes, we'll check all the snacks.
Expanding her palate.
Finger food. What? And I just open my bag and be like, finger food.
The guard like looks in and sees literal fingers and is just like, oh.
Oh God.
It looks at
There's a bookshop here as well.
We all books have been moved to the tower. If you can get through the mazes, I guess they're yours. We've
It's okay. Tick finds some.
He's just a bit. You can see he's like, his brain is twisting at the. I eat fingers. Can I get a book? And he's just like, I don't.
She doesn't eat just anyone's fingers. Don't worry. We won't.
No. Only useless ones.
Yes, ones that have no use anymore.
Oh, all right. Yeah, all right, fine. Inn's called the Tower House, and you'll find a man there named Faust.
Okay.
Go on in.
Okay. We go get books.
Well, let's go get a place to settle first. Yes.
Settle in. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in the direction he last pointed.
which is pretty much towards the
inn.
inn.
Yeah.
Sarah, so you'll see them walk past, or they're about to walk past your building. Like they're maybe 60 feet from it. You are on the main strip. Anything you wish to do?
No, I would keep track, see if they're splitting different ways, seeing kind of what their plans are. I guess I wouldn't be able to overhear any of the conversation, but see them talking to the guard.
Yeah, I mean, you could.
Can't you read lips?
No, I don't have observant.
Oh, I thought you did for some reason.
I am happy to
was
say that you threw a couple
That was
gold
Leaf.
to the
Oh,
guard
right,
to
right.
be like, you know, these group of weird people coming in. You'll know them when you see them. Can you let me know what they
Yep.
ask for? And he's like, how will I know? You're like, you'll know. And he's like, oh fuck, I know. I found them.
Yep.
And it's a bit like you have seen cultists come in and out of the town, going
Right.
towards the tower. So you know there are some weird people coming in. And even then, he's like, yeah, I spotted them. Okay, so
I know they tend to make an entrance and an exit.
Before we huddle in, could I give Auric like a couple gold to cover like whatever my share of the room would be? Because I don't plan to go to the inn.
okay.
No, don't worry about it. We have a fund.
Cool.
And then I open the bag of holding and jingle it, and all the gold inside
Well-
trickles.
Okay. Well, when we get to that street, I'm probably gonna break off. I kind of want to change this out, and she like jangles her chain shirt.
Don't spend too
Wanna-
much time alone. We do want to be quick and wary while we're here.
That's exactly why I'm just going off and doing it before anybody has a chance to set the town on fire. I haven't been responsible for any of that. You know it.
Oh, well.
I've been
Yes.
unconscious or cowering.
Something I did forget I was gonna say and do
The town's
is
on fire.
the town is on
Yeah.
fire. There's goblins everywhere.
Hell yeah, party time.
Tamel, I have it in my notes and I was just listening to what was going on and I just forgot. Tamel is going to just say, yeah, guys, I'm gonna just do a loop of this place for the night, the day and night. Make sure there's nothing crazy going on.
Please,
Right?
please be careful.
I'll be fine, but that's yeah.
I just said we should all stay together.
You stay together. I'm making sure that there's nothing tracking us or gonna cause a problem.
All right.
And he pulls
Let
out
me give you-
a small like stick, and you can see it's a wand. He's like, "Man, that happens. I have a flare. You'll know where to find me."
Oh, well, I was going to give you Gladstone, but that will work just fine. I'll summon Gladstone
And
and send him flying off to go fly around the tower, looking at that. His own mission. And I look at him and I say, hey, please go and investigate the tower as best you can, and take the evening to yourself. This is a new place. We'll be in the tower house.
when you summon him, as opposed to his usual quite violent summoning, he just pops into existence. He just shakes his head. Oh, what the hell is this?
Oh yes, hell indeed. We're in Zonthal's tower, the town around. We've made it here, and it is. I just think you might want to go and take a look around while we get settled in. Take some time to yourself. It's been a while since we've reviewed our notes together.
Wow.
Okay.
Just
gonna,
staring
like,
at Gladstone.
smack. I'm just gonna be smacking Sloan on the shoulder and be like, Glastonbury is it just
He does
because
that.
Tig's never seen it. He's
Uh,
always just
actually,
been
no.
around.
Take Met Gladstone. Oh, that's
Yeah,
right. He
she's
didn't
met
pop in and
him,
out.
but he didn't pop in and out.
Yeah,
of
that's
existence.
right. That's right. He was just an owl I had when we met.
Yeah,
and I don't
and she
think
was
they.
just like,
I don't think he really
Yeah.
talked to her or anything, did he?
no, he just went
No.
hoot, And she went,
He'd also never been tortured before.
yeah.
He was a very happy owl then.
Okay.
Staring at that owl because my last memories of it were coming into my dream. So
Okay.
We don't remember that, do we?
He
At
will.
least I don't think Sloan
I
remembers it.
nat 20'd my check to remember it.
He will just
I did.
sort of.
Oh yes,
shrug.
Kieran, he eats dreams.
He's a dream eater.
I have many questions, but I'll save them.
He
Our relationships evolved also.
Gladstone just
Sorry,
sort
go
of
ahead.
shrugs at you, Ulrich, and then turns to Tig. He's like, "Don't." Oh, and bows quite low, and then flies
You
off.
from Feifei? Oh.
He is from Feifei, that is correct.
Yeah.
Music.
Bye. Okay.
So,
The inn.
well, who's going to the inn? You're not going to the bakery first?
No, go to the inn. I'll go to the inn and then I'll go to the bakery. But I need to get settled first. I'm being a responsible adventurer.
Okay. So and Tig.
Is there a fighting pit in this town?
There is.
Is
not
there a fighting pit?
There is not a fighting pit. I'll save you
never
the
mind.
effort.
Derail everything.
For once, I wanted one to be because I wanted to fight in it.
So
We could spar.
Tig.
Any pit can be a
Yes.
fighting pit.
Oh
if
my
you really
lord,
want it.
people! Stop for a
That is
second. Although Kieran, good
It's been
point.
a while since Novus had 5 people in the party.
Tig. At the heart of the town, there's a little park with some very tall oaks surrounded by flowers and a little pond in the center. The grass is quite tall and it seems to be sustaining like more birds and chipmunks than should be able to. You feel quite connected to it.
I'm gonna go lie down in grass.
Don't go too far.
No, just two big trees and grass.
As
It's
you
okay. We'll send Twig back if problems.
as you step onto the grass, this is a reality bending area where it looks like it's maybe, hold up while I convert to feet, 30 feet by 30 feet square, but as you step into it, it's maybe like 10 mile by 10 mile. It's like a forest at the heart of the town. So
I'm gunning it.
there's a few people in there, like chopping down a tree for, you know, and then like cutting it into small pieces to do for like a wood fire sort of thing. There's people picking fruit, and yeah, it's one of the reasons why this town is so prosperous is that all the food and materials come from this little forest in the center.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gunning it, and I'm just gonna go everywhere, appreciate it, and then after I've had a bit of a run around like a dog, I'm just gonna lie down and like catnip the grass.
Yeah. And you'll feel parts of yourself, like little, from between pieces of bark, roots will sort of dig into the ground, and flowers will start growing up and sprouting on the antlers as you sort of like just like nestle in.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. I'm like, I'll let that happen, and then sort of like, you know, when you're on the beach and you put your toes in the sand, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, but it's like with your entire face and chest.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I just want to enjoy like connecting with the soil and be like,
Okay.
that's
Neil, you are going to the buy stuff place, the leather worker.
A leather worker or in some sort of place that sells armor. I'm just after some studded leather. I'm hoping this will be a quick transaction.
You walk in and it's quite a large area. they have a leather worker and blacksmith, like sort of in the same thing. The property seems to be quite large. Like it's got the forge at the back, and but most of the shelves are empty. You can see there's a tired-looking man behind the counter, who just sort of raises a hand to you.
Hi. I don't happen to have a set of studded leather left, do you?
I believe all the studded leather is being put aside for the residents of the tower. But if you want to wait a day, I could probably put something together.
Not sure how long I'm going to be in town, so I think I'll probably look somewhere else. Thank you.
We are the only shop in town unless you want to buy it from some. If you're willing to pay more, I could maybe give you something that has been ordered for someone else, and then I'll have to make another set. Either way, I guess I'm making another set. God is not known for being nice to those that do not keep the deal, so let's say 100 gold.
Oh, I don't have that. I think that might be a little out of what I can afford. Thanks.
All our equipment is masterworked by one of the finest leather workers and smiths.
She kind of like just gestures to her tattered, worn clothes and really not a lot of finery. She's not a person that looks like she carries much gold on her. I think.
Let me see the chainmail.
My chain?
Yeah, let me see the chainmail.
Sure. She'll take some time to pull off the chain shirt. I'm just looking for something more flexible. Can't move
It looks
well
at it, it's like some links are walking, but the craftsmanship is not bad. Have you got anything else you are willing to trade? The sword perhaps, or something else?
Actually, she looks down at the rapier that Sam gave her. The creepy one.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll unhook it from her belt. And she'll put it up on the counter. I don't use this one that much. Don't really like the energy that's around it.
This is no normal blade.
Oh, I know.
Do you have time for me to get it assessed, or you need something now?
She kind of like, she takes a second to listen, and that she doesn't hear explosions or screaming or panic. She's assuming it'll probably be fine. I can probably stick around if you want to have a look.
I could give you either a straight trade, this for the leather armor, or I can get a friend who has the ability to assess such items, and then if we'll find its value, and I'll pay for it. It might take an hour, maybe two.
I wouldn't mind knowing what that thing's worth.
Okay. Just wait here as I go get him. I'm going to have to lock you in. Well, no, I don't have to lock you in. You can leave, but I just I don't want to lose such an item. If it is what I think it is.
I'll wait here.
Well, I have to.
I'll leave it with you. I just need to go let my people I'm traveling with know I'm going to be here.
Okay. He puts it behind the counter, and you hear like something open, close, and then like lock, and he puts a key in his pocket. No worries, I'll be ready in... If you come back in 90 minutes, it should be fine.
Alright.
You may...
Turn around.
You are leaving something with me? You may take the armor in good faith.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, sure. Just normal studded leather.
It's not normal
Would
stuff.
I-
It's masterwork, so it's non-magical, but it gives you a +1. But
So wait, does that mean with my AC increase it'll be 21?
correct.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, let me go ahead and switch things out. Would I be able to equip it here? It only takes 10 minutes to don armor, so
Yeah, that's fine.
I think that's complete heavy armor too. So, cool. Yeah, no, she'll take that.
All right. He has a few other things, but you can look at those when you come back.
Yeah. This was the more pressing thing. Is that my ability to avoid attacks has not been great.
Okay. You have been able to see this, Saros, and you have had almost word for word been told what happened at the gate by a little informant. So you can see that there's just Sloane and Auric in the tavern inn, the tower house, and the others have gone off. So is there anything you want to do, or do you want me to deal with them at the inn first?
I want to follow Tamel, and not knowing who Tig is, but seeing a very large tree lady. I'm gonna tail Tamel through the streets.
Tamel didn't come into the streets. He actually, when he was at the gate, he walked away, and you would see him start to like move around the settlement. He's just making sure that this place is safe. He's doing a bit of a scouting mission for a day and night. You still want to tail him, or you want to just like watch him go?
Yeah, I think he's kind of the one I want to follow and have my companions join me.
Okay. Okay. So, let's say it takes you 15 or so minutes to catch up to Tamel outside the town, so you don't go too close to him, so he actually gets a decent distance. He sees you, he's like, Saros? What? Where's Leaf? She's...
A stranger in a far land. It has been some time.
Yeah, I didn't expect to see you here.
Me neither.
Is everything... Oh, how you been?
It has been a troublesome time.
Oh, I know they stole the magic from Yuckle's boat, and the war is brewing. But
They ruined the boat.
yeah, the elves took back the elemental that they allowed him to have again.
Well, one shouldn't be in control of such powers anyway.
Don't know if it's control. I thought they were friends, to be honest.
Have you seen the others in some time?
Hadn't seen Aurelia. I know you guys are traveling with her. Leaf, you didn't ask my question. Is he here somewhere?
No, I am afraid not.
Oh, is he doing okay?
When I last left him, he was gone in search of something dear to him.
Oh, well, hopefully he finds it. Yeah, the others are in town, checking out the usual bakery, inns and whatnot. We got a new travel companion, big girl. Hits real hard.
This is good to know.
Can I help you with something? It's just, I mean, Just weird to find you out here.
It is, and I think that perhaps there is. And I'd love to cast Hold Person on him.
Okay, what's the save?
It is a Wisdom 19.
Oof! No. And he's just like, it is, and he's like, yeah.
And Saros just very quickly moves to him and starts wrapping the chain around his arms and legs and says, I must apologize for the subterfuge. I will not harm you. I have no intention of it, but I do need you for the meantime.
Okay.
I will gag him as well as I start bringing him back to town.
Do you want to know what he has on him, or are you kind of?
Yeah, I will do a quick pat down.
Okay. So he has a set of runed armor, a runed helm. He has a talisman. At the moment he's just traveling with a short sword on the hip, but he has a bag on his little satchel, which you can recognize as bag of holding, and inside is a couple runic weapons. There is a greatsword, a longsword, a great maul, and a great axe. He is a great weapon user, and each of them are, as you pick them up, they're keyed to different elemental weapons, elemental types.
Yeah, I think it kind of would take them out and quickly put them back in. Keep his weapons off of him, but start bringing him back to the warehouses.
Oh, and he's obviously got the flare stick. But yeah. Okay. Yep. You are taken back to the warehouses. Okay. Shannon, Sean, / Sloan, Auric. You are at the inn.
In my mind, I'm imagining there's maybe a line at the counter, and I just kind of like please let there be a line.
Okay, there's a line at the counter.
Thank you.
This desolate town.
Yeah. And I just kind of like keep looking at Auric and just kind of smiling, just like I know something good's coming, but you don't know what's coming, but I'm just happy. So just like I don't know if he's gonna fucking notice, because she just doesn't notice shit like that, but I just every once in a while my cats are just like
Unfortunately, Auric, you've been you're getting waves of emotion, right? You're in the middle of a town, so you're getting strong waves of happiness, but right now you get the full gamut of emotions. One thing that's coming through a lot is there's a fair amount of like anger, guilt, suspicion.
Normally, I would say that it is irritating to be feeling all of those emotions from you, Sloan, right now.
What are you feeling?
It's rather calming amongst the discontent of this city.
You're welcome.
I should have... It's been a while since we've split up in a town. I should have cast telepathic bond on us.
They'll be fine. They had some errands to take care of. It's no big deal. They'll be back soon.
I don't know if you've noticed, Sloan, but every time we split up in a city, it doesn't go well for us.
Yes, well, you said to me once there is a first time for everything, so maybe it's the time that something doesn't go wrong. Do you want to come to the bakery with me?
Otherwise. Sure. Let's get our room first. I have something for you. That might
So
be useful.
people at the front have moved, and there's this like big, heavy-set man who's maybe like 50 to 60 years old. His like neck, head, and chest is like just one like shape. What can I do for?
Do we need, how many rooms do we need, Sloan? How many rooms do you have available?
Well, I left 5 rooms.
5 rooms. We will take 4 rooms.
I was going to say 2, but
Actually, let's take 2 rooms. Let's take 2 rooms. I just said we need to stick together.
How many I stay for?
Pardon?
How many I stay for?
how long are we staying for?
1 night for now. I thought he said a couple of silver.
That's what I heard first, and then I watched his lips as he talked the second time. That helps. That didn't help that time.
I don't even think I see his lips moving. Sir. Can you speak a little clearer?
Enunciate. How many people? It's fine. How many people?
Just listen.
Yes, I know. Listen to me. I do know. He's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5?
There are 4. Oh, Tamel. That's right. How many beds are in each room? Oh, we may need a 3rd room.
I'll sleep on the floor.
It's unnecessary. 3 rooms, 5 people. How much does it cost?
20 silver.
12 silver.
No,
I heard
20 silver.
20 silver.
I heard him wrong. Here you go, sir. Or 20 silver now. What?
Which allows a drink or something for the room?
Do you want drink or food for the room?
I understood him that time, actually.
I'm just helping, because you don't
I
every
am
time,
fine.
so I just want to. I'm just
Sloan,
helping.
are you thirsty?
Always. But I want to go to the bakery.
Oh, yeah.
You have a bakery?
Yeah. And he sort of like brings out a basket, and there's like lined up different trees. Like, yeah, they bring us the food every morning. Bread, pastry.
I'll have one of each, please.
Chocolate chip.
I'm going to the room.
I'll be right there.
Yeah, and then he hands you the keys. Fine.
Yep. I let Orc go. I don't even stop him.
Yeah, be afraid of everyone.
He's working on it. I'm sorry. Thank you for your help.
Damn mortals can't speak properly. I start shaking the door.
Yeah, from downstairs you can just hear bang, 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 bang. Open the door.
If only
Everyone,
no demons in my mansion.
he
This is not
gives you
Auric. These are the emotions of this people. Don't you?
he gives you an extra cookie. So like cups his hand, like your hands. Very sweet. And
Thank you. I take my bundle of goodies and holding the keys.
Sloan!
And come upstairs. I'm coming.
all right.
Here, have a cookie, and I shove it in his mouth.
First of all, it would just
Make a con save or just choke to death. She's killed you.
Or it just chokes to death. Or it just chokes to death.
All right. So, yes.
I make better. Sweet.
You can put your things in the
When
room.
we get into the can get into the room, Oric would immediately take his bag of holding out. And is there like a desk in the room or a side table?
Yeah, I'll say there's a small table.
I would take out the I forgot what it looks like, but a really ornate greatsword that Oric has been carrying around with him for a very long time. Sloan, you've seen it before. I think you've seen it before. I tried to give it to you once before, but War Daddy got jealous, I think, and wouldn't let you use it. Or maybe it was Yako who told me that War Daddy wouldn't let you use it. But I place it down, and I look at you, and I say, now that the Blood God is more on our side, perhaps he would allow you to augment your equipment.
Can I touch it?
Please. I found this in dream of sorts. I know it's complicated. I was a spider.
Okay.
It doesn't matter how or where or what dimension I found this in, but I thought you might be able to use it if it can augment your Kopesh.
It's very pretty. I want to touch it. I want to hold it and see what War Daddy says. Actually, I don't really care what War Daddy says right now. I want to touch it.
Feels very light to the touch, and thank you, Sean. I don't know where the notes are for this thing. It's been like a year and a half, you bastard.
I also realize, was I calling him War Daddy as Oric again?
Yeah.
Were you?
I keep forgetting and just calling him War Daddy in character.
Yeah, in character, you just go, no, that
The thing is, I'm so desensitized to the term War Daddy now that I think Oric just calls him War Daddy now in character.
No, this time you call him the like blood god, but last session you called him War Daddy.
War Daddy.
But yeah, no, as soon as you said that last session, as soon as you said that like other weapons, like that she can interact with other weapons, I was like, I have a thing that has never been useful until now. For anyone who doesn't know, there was a one-shot where I played in the Fool's Gold campaign setting as Oric, and I got this item there.
Oh.
So you will actually speak this in Smith's voice. It will take us some time to shape this, but my queen can make use of it.
Very good. He said I could
is this
use it.
I know, you just said that. Is this how we can... And Oric kind of looks in her face, like he's not looking at her, but through a window, and says, is this how we're to talk to you, Vesemir, now?
I don't like it if it is. Can we do something different? Can you like a mirror or something? Or Shadow had Barrington come out.
The sword that you're holding, a rent will form along the blade with like sort of jagged teeth, and it's a mouth, and it's like
Oh, that'll suffice.
I will need to restructure her musculature to be able to handle it.
What?
Take time.
What?
You can feel your.
He said that he would need to restructure your. See, when I'm trying to translate for you, you just start to break apart into something else.
You actually see her shoulder muscles, like the individual strands of the shoulder muscles, like start and like bulging a little bit as he's literally starts reshaping like her to be able to handle it.
Oric acts as if this is absolutely not a thing at all. Like, it's not surprising. It's as if Sloan just was like doing whatever, and I go and sit down and open my spell book.
Give that woman a cookie.
You every now and again, you do get a bit of a spasm. He's like, what?
Okay, well, I'll sit in a chair just to wait it out, and I'll eat my pastries that I bought But can I also look in my bag of creamy brulees, please?
The one you haven't looked in for like 2 months?
Uh-huh. Is it full of creamy brulees?
It's full of
Yeah.
ants.
I was gonna say, some of the bottom
yes, you.
ones don't smell great.
I'll throw those out the window.
Oh, what the fuck? Alright, anyways,
Hits Saros in the head.
As he's dragging some out back.
Mages.
speaking of Saros, what are you doing, buddy?
Once I have him secured, I'm going out to talk to the guard at the front gate.
Alright, it's not the same guard, that shift has ended, but you...
I wanted to catch him right before his shift ended, damn it.
I was gonna say, you probably, knowing that there'd be multiple guards, you probably have a few people on your payroll. So, what can I do for you, sir?
I need a party of ended shifts to make their way to the tavern.
No problem.
Preferably
How
with the
many?
gentleman who was here before.
Would you like me to get a replacement? I go get him.
Yes, this would be wise. I simply need them to arrive and let our party of guests know that they saw one of their men being dragged off through the streets.
Oh, I can go do that now if you want. Just go in there and say, hey, your friend's
But
been...
the other man met them at the gate. We do not wish to arouse suspicion.
Okay, sir, I'll go get him.
Very well. And
how many...
you may wish your men to stay clear of the area.
Do we need to evacuate or get something happening? What's going on?
I hope not, but just keep your men at a safe distance. These group, they are a dangerous one. I have seen them level half a town before, and I wish to prevent that from happening again.
Well, the town square is the biggest place if you wanted to make sure there's less collateral damage.
Yeah, the warehouses will do.
Okay, I'll go get him. And
I kind of point to the one that I've dragged Tamel to.
Yep.
Set up in.
So just to be clear, you want them to say that they've seen their friend dragged into that warehouse?
Yes.
Okay, so as Nia gets back to the inn, and Auric is reading, Sloane is eating and kind of twitching, and Tig hasn't come back yet.
I'll ask the innkeeper if a strange woman and a elf got rooms here and which ones they were.
Oh, second room.
Thank you.
Anyways.
Pretentious, I'm sorry.
And then the guy comes in, like, your friend's been taken. Yeah. And he's like, fuck you guys, making me go back to an NPC I didn't intend to use. And it's like, what's the accent? It's vaguely American. He describes the large man with the short sword on his hip that went scouting being dragged into warehouses. Your friend's being he got dragged in. But he's in the warehouses. Did he do something wrong?
No. But by who?
We didn't see him. We just got reports, and we've only got 3 guards on station right now. Okay. So, and you look capable. So,
which warehouse? Exactly which one?
I'll point it out to you. Is it just are you just going to go by yourself?
No, and I'm gonna run up and bang on each of the doors until of the doors that I know are ours, because I know 3 rooms were purchased. I'm not banging on.
I was gonna say, otherwise you'd be like,
until I found.
What?
No. Until I find the one that Sloan and Auric are in. And
I'll answer the door, eating a pastry and just twitching.
Nia is like 95 pounds of panic right now.
What's wrong? What's the matter?
Oh, someone took some milk.
Or okay, I just shove it in my face.
Or is immediately overwhelmed with the panic suddenly. That's not his own.
Come.
No, and it is sheer like I'm about to lose my family.
Why didn't he use his wand? This should have telepathic bonded, Scarlet. You're not Scarlet, you're Sloan.
It's Friday. Sorry, I'll just grab your arm. Come on, let's go.
We're going.
I don't like this. I don't
like
this feeling. Is this how you feel all the time, Nia?
Yes. Actually, if you have to know, as I'm running down the stairs.
Hold up. Slow down. Nia, who took him?
I don't know.
The guard's downstairs, and he's pointing to a very tall warehouse that you guys passed by on your way into town. It's like 100 feet straight line from here, but you have to kind of go around a corner to get there.
We need to be smart about this. If someone took Tamel, that means that they must be powerful. Tamel's not going to be easily taken by a couple of rat people.
That's why I can't just stand here.
And that's also why we can't just run in there. We need to investigate.
Why don't you go get Tig? She's in the grass. Go get Tig, and we'll wait right here, and we'll go together.
Okay.
Do you step across the...
I call back, go ahead.
Do you step across the threshold to the grass, or are you just like outside the park looking in like, Tig's not here? What are they talking about?
Oh no, she absolutely goes into the park.
Yeah, because you wouldn't have...
Tig, she's probably hiding in tall grass.
Yeah, so you step in, and all of a sudden you're in the middle of a forest, and you're just like...
Start yelling for Tig. Not even... like full on, there's a panicked girl.
Make a perception check, Tig, because you are asleep on the floor, being planned.
Grass.
Yeah. What'd you get?
10.
Nia is screaming.
Tell you what, do a performance check to see how loud you go here.
Oh, for Nia? Performance?
Yeah.
Performance. Oh, that's 20. Dirty 20, but it's a 20.
Alright. I will say that you
I am actually scared, so...
like, just hear her, and you're like... like, just a little bit.
Little
Tig!
one.
Tig! Tig, where are you?
Tig is grass.
Tig, someone took Tamel. We have to go.
Well, Tamel is nice. Who wouldn't want to?
Someone kidnapped him.
Oh, we fixed. Okay, Tig fixed.
Tig's gonna have to play.
Okay.
Get finger food after.
Oh, no, it's fine. Tig, just go play. Okay.
As you stand up, there was like a little chipmunk just on your back, just like digging in the bark a little bit. And you stand up and it's just like looks at you, and down your leg and runs off. And Twig goes chasing it for a moment.
Bye, Twig.
Nia's barely holding on for Tig to get up. Nia is bolting the other way, back towards the others, as fast as her tiny little legs can carry her.
Okay.
Not stressed.
I recall.
She can catch up.
I want to recall Gladstone and send him to the warehouse ahead of us.
Yep. He shows up and he's about to say something, like one feather on his little wing in the air, and then you're like,
The metal's been kidnapped.
guess it
I
can
need you to go scout this warehouse before we arrive. For any threats, whatsoever, particularly if you can find out who took him.
Okay. he goes off and does a few loops as the party meets at the crossroads between the side street that the tavern is on, / inn is on, and the main strip, which has the warehouse. And as you're approaching the warehouse, he returns like, "It's all boarded up, sir. See much. I'm sorry. Faint smell of magic. Bad. Dark."
Dark. When you say dark magic, do you mean... And I tap on my book where the eye is.
He sort of moves up and like taps his beak against it, shakes his head. Close.
That's not good.
Are we all together at this point?
Tig probably would have,
Okay.
sprinted up and picked up Nia and gone, okay, we go. Like, still waking
no.
up, carrying you under the arm like a child.
That's fine. Nia is in like level 11 panic mode right now. This girl has tears in her eyes and she's shaking and scared.
It's like patting you, just like, it's fine, it will be fine.
Yeah, you're being held like a floppy cat under one arm right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking throw up.
Okay.
Like at one
We
point, I
need
think
to-
that you probably jostled her enough to make her throw up. Probably.
We need to be very careful. Gladson has said there's magic similar to mine emanating from this warehouse.
You know anybody that does magic like you? Anyone else sell
No.
their souls to weird void creatures?
Magic man.
That is
But-
true. It's the only other individual I know of.
You know
Um,
Magic Man?
Through you, I don't actually know Magic Man. I just know that
Yeah.
they're the only other person I've heard of to touch the void.
Yeah, no, not just touch void, in void now.
Yes, I recall that part of the story.
Okay, this can wait. This can actually wait.
If bad Magic Man voodoo vibe coming
are-
from in there, then we...
Let's get there and examine.
Twig on the ground
Investigate.
breaks a leaf off his head to make a little sword and like points in the direction and starts marching off.
Yeah, if there's an open door, I'm going through that door. Fuck this being smart shit. My dad might be dying.
He's out front of the door, like hacking at it with a leaf, and it's just like folding, brushing the door.
Yeah.
Nia, wait. I know you are upset, but this
I
we have
can't
to-
lose someone else.
and if we go in this mindset, you will. I need you. We need to. Let's do some. Let's try something together.
Oric is already sitting down, and this is going to probably infuriate Nia, but he is sitting down and ritually casting Detect Magic.
So let him
Nia's
do
trying to
his
open
thing.
this fucking door.
Nope.
I'm sorry.
Nope.
Tig's gonna, Auric? Excuse me.
Oric opens his eye and looks.
Tig going to ask Twig to go in and check.
That is a very good idea.
Okay.
A window I can. Is
I'm
there a
gonna go
boulder
up
window I can
to
climb to?
the door and tell Twig, like, get down on the floor as low as I can and be like, you're doing great. Okay, take sword and go under the door. I'll just be like, boop, poke him underneath the door.
It's dark. There's a bunch of boxes in there. You can't really see much from the bottom of the door right now. You just do a perception.
I was just gonna see if he can, like, I mean, he doesn't have ears or anything, but like any shadows or lots and lots of footsteps that we can't hear from outside. And he's a stick, so.
You cast Detect
Foresight.
Magic outside, right? At the door.
Yes. Yeah, just because it lasts for 10 minutes once it's cast, so I want to
Yeah,
cast
so like
it
anywhere you
away
look,
and then come
you
closer.
can like see it, right? All right.
Of course, I didn't prepare Arcane Eye, which would have been very appropriate.
I know somebody who knows Arcane Eye. Fortunately, he took my dad.
Twig sort of like squeezes through, like wriggles out of your hands a little bit, and then wriggles back a second later, and he draws a picture of a fat man sitting in a chair, and then he draws a box like the center of the warehouse, like.
Okay. Be like, go over to Auric and be like, okay, so Tamel in here. Just Tamel.
Alone?
That's what Twig said. But could be wrong. Twig only smell. But at least we know Tamel is there on chair in middle.
Alive.
There. Alive? Just asking Twig, like, yeah? Fat man, okay? Fat man is
Twig.
there.
Okay.
He is Twig. He's not Stick. He's not even Branch yet.
Of course I didn't prepare. Oric is cursing all the spells he didn't prepare.
Is there a boarded up window that's a bit higher up?
Everything is boarded up.
Yeah. Is there a boarded up window that is higher up that I can climb to?
Second story, effectively, 3-4 stories up, and it's just a wooden wall. There's not really handholds.
There's not like any windowsills I could use as footholds to dex my way up.
No, there's no windows on the bottom floor. There's 2 on the top floor, and they're very, very high.
Okay, Nia's just gonna fucking pace outside this door, freaking the fuck out then, because everybody's moving way too slow.
I'm gonna go and pick up Nia and gently lift her up and try and...
She still won't reach, given the height. Let me just... No,
Can I pick up Tig?
No.
Ladder. Player character ladder.
I've decided no.
Okay, I'd be like,
Of course, I didn't prepare telekinesis. All these spells that could come into use here. Do I finish my ritual cast?
I have to know, did you gag Tamil?
He said he did.
yeah, he said
Yes,
he
I
did.
did.
Yeah.
So you just hear from his own. And then the rocking of a chair.
Oh, okay.
Can I try to open the door?
I'm gonna throw a twig
done
inside.
waiting. I'm done waiting. Can I try to open the door?
Yes. Did you lock the door?
Yeah, no, I kicked that door open. Fuck
Okay.
this
Bang!
ritual cast.
They just fucking open. And there's just
I'm gonna
Tamil
stand in front of
the
Auric
center
and be like,
of-
he's not here.
Yeah, Nia is not thinking smartly. She rushes in for Tamil. I'm sorry, this is my dad. Everybody is moving way too slow and helping my dad.
Yep, he's tied up in the center.
I start.
You can,
Go
by
in.
the way, Kieran, I'm giving you permission to kind of like almost co-DM here if there's something you need to say about it.
Yeah.
There's some boxes along the walls. You can see there's a couple extra doors for little rooms around the place, but the he's
It
just
is
in.
pitch black in there with it being boarded up.
Yeah.
All over.
I'll
Oh.
I
go
have
in
dark
and
vision, so
after.
everything's dim.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in after Nia as protection.
So you get center, and
Got
he's
her
tied
sword
up
out.
with chains right now, or just rope.
Chains.
Yeah. So he's like, it's quite hard to just untie him. It will take some time to
Well,
break
I'll
him
take
out.
the gag out first. So that first and foremost, take the gag off my dad's mouth.
Yeah. Ugh.
Tamil, what happened? And I try to start
That
working on the
tastes
chains.
terrible. Fucking
What
Sarah
happened?
showed up out of nowhere.
Saros.
Saros?
Yeah.
I start
don't-
looking around to see if I can spot a heavily ghoulish man.
I'm just outside guarding Auric and being like, he's not here.
Can I light one of my torches so I can have some light in here? Because I can't see.
Nia's gonna draw her
Sure.
rapier.
And it just everything's flickering now. It kind of helps, but just like long, extra dark shadows and flashes of light, and you can see, you're both. So Nia is like at Tamel, slowly trying to get him out of these things. She's just not strong
Well,
enough to
if-
break him out of the chains, really. And then Shannon's
I
like
don't-
20 feet away from that.
I don't think I think Nia is trying to actively look for Saris right now. Once hearing that and looking around, I think she's looking for him, having heard that Saris is the one who took Tamal.
And I'll switch places with her and I'll start working on the chains.
Okay. Tig and Auric, are you still outside the warehouse?
Yep.
Yeah, I am gonna
I'm
finish the
here
spell.
while he's casting and prepping. Like,
You know, unless
He's
the
not
spell
here.
has a tremendous amount of time left to go off, then I might stop.
What's this,
Yeah.
detect magic?
Yeah.
How long does it take again?
10
It takes 11 minutes.
Oh, 11.
It's technically 11, yeah.
Oh, the
It's
1 minute.
the 1 minute
casting,
normal, yeah.
I'll say that you have, given how she just wanted to get inside, you probably got like 6 or 7 minutes left.
Okay.
I will let you
Yeah, no.
spend a hero point to instantly finish it, but that does mean it's used up.
Yeah, no, I'm not using a hero point for that. I'll drop it, and I'll look at Tig, and I'll look and see that everyone's gone, and look at Tig, and I will cast Fortune's Favor at 2nd level, or 3rd level, to give it to both of us. We both have a slot of luck.
I have a question to
that
ask,
for
which I've
me.
never actually done for a ritual
Mhm.
spell. You can just cast a ritual spell normally, right? But just
You can, I just
If you
don't
have it
really
prepared.
feel like using this. Yeah, if you have it prepared, which I don't, because I never prepare my ritual spells, because I always intend to ritual cast them. Unfortunately, if I'm,
yeah, no worries.
I usually have time. But yeah, I'll 3rd level Fortune's Favor on Tig and I, so we each have that since everyone bamfed away. And then did I not prepare that? Let me check.
You felt her
Oh, I
panic.
have-
You understand why.
That's true. That is
Sloan,
true.
make strength check.
But Auric, Tig, I also give you a gift of alacrity, which gives you a 1d8 onto your initiative count.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
So
Tig, you
5 total.
Tig, you can see Sloan trying to break these chains, and they're just so fat and thick that she can't break it.
Hmm.
She needs
Okay.
the strong barbarian.
I am
Okay.
a strong barbarian.
He said it, not me. Okay, I just have a tiny little axe.
Following, I'll follow Tig behind, at a probably about 10 feet behind Tig.
Yeah. Be like, Ulrich, we go? It seems fine. Just Tamel in.
Can we see them from outside, from
Yeah.
the doorway?
Because
I have my
of the
torch.
torch and your now the light coming in from outside is about 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Should
Okay.
Tig remove planks from windows? Give lots of light.
You'd have to climb up or go inside upstairs to the 6th story.
Oh, I see. Okay. We go.
I
Yes.
have to make a
They're in there.
perception or
Yeah, give me a sec, Because everything would be happening at once, so I have to go through everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, Tig will go first.
Okay, so you
And perception.
yeah, you guys will you and Nick can roll perception at the same time. Are you just gonna go straight up to the chair as you're looking around so you can help Sloan? Okay.
No, because I watch them do that, and I'm just like, nothing's happening.
Alright. Roll
I
perception then,
see,
please,
yeah.
Tig. And what'd you get, Nia? So you say fuck.
I rolled a 7.
Okay.
Nia's too panicked to see anything. She's just scared that Dad has been taken and now he's here. And Saris is here too. And she was always kind of scared of Saris. So
Okay. Tig, you're about 50 feet away from the chair right now.
19 perception.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you that the whole area is about 80 feet in from the chair to each wall, about 80 feet. It's quite a big place.
Oh, that's a big warehouse. Okay.
You move like 20, 30 feet in and start looking around with Auric behind you. So I say Auric's 10 feet in, 70 feet from the
Is there
chair.
like any kind of like mezzanine layer of this warehouse, like second layer where like we're wrapped
There's
around?
they're very
area?
tall roofs. Each roof has like its own like almost sort of like rafters, and then you
Okay.
can see that it goes up to the second level. And the second level is like a half level. So like, friggin' 45 feet up is the rafters on the second level.
Before
Okay, so
Auric
it's
walks
too far
through
away.
the door, I should be like, stop.
At a time.
And I'm gonna and I'm gonna pick up a box or something that's very large and generally would be quite immovable for anyone that's not Tig or Sloane, and just go and put it in the doorway. Like, okay,
My
we
God,
good.
for a second there, I thought you were gonna empty that box and tell Oric to get into it.
No.
So did you just block him out?
No, I just like
Propped open
blocked
the
the
door.
door from closing, so no matter what,
okay.
the door can't close. Because it's I'm like,
No
okay,
worries.
That's
Um,
a very
we
smart
good.
move.
Yes.
I also
because
wrapped
Tig-
my scarf around my arm. Tig, you see me wrap a very lovely blue scarf around my arm, and then
Ooh.
it stiffens into steel. I'll cast steel to give myself a little bit more AC.
Tig want one.
So, Tig,
Eh.
50 feet from the chair.
Mhm.
You look up.
Who's
You
this?
see. Actually, I'm
I
gonna make
did-
some stealth checks for a
I
moment,
did throw Twig in.
and I'll also
Everyone
get.
stealth check as
Yeah,
well. For
I'll
what
also
it's
get.
worth.
Yeah. What did you get for your stealth?
I got a 16 on mine.
Okay.
My passive perception is 16.
You're not far enough in, I'd say,
I know.
to get
I know.
past, but
I know.
which is why I keep asking how close
You
people are
all
to the
have
chair.
dark vision too, probably.
I keep trying to walk in, and I keep getting pushed back.
So Tig, you look up,
You all know
and
you're gonna die here.
in the rafters, you see a cloaked man with scars and tattoos.
Oh. Who's that? Hello. Hi.
Twig, that might be the kidnapper.
I'll get both Nia and Sloane make another perception check. Given it's dark, I'm not going to give you advantage, even though it's kind of
And
been
my
pointed out.
torch.
I know, but it's only like a little bit of light.
But it's helping me.
There's also a lot of boxes that would block the light,
18.
I imagine.
18?
18.
Yep.
18.
Sorry.
21.
Okay. Saros, you have been spotted. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna be
My
honest. I think when
apologies for bringing you all here, though it is a pleasure to see you all again. And I'm kind of in the rafters at like the back of the warehouse.
Who are you?
Nia had her sword out and she was ready to go blender on somebody. And seeing it's Sarah, she still has it up, but she lowers the blade a little bit. Why? Like gesture to Tamel. Why?
What are you doing here?
It's great to see you, but why?
I needed your attention, and I needed you here.
There's
For
other
what?
ways to get our attention.
I thought, are we not still friends?
But this town has many eyes.
Also,
So you
I've
kidnap-
seen your family and they're ugly. Sometimes you need to pick better family. Sometimes pick better friends, clearly.
You hear kind of a low chuckle from Sarah.
What?
I
No,
like
why
the
did
new companion.
I send Gladstone inside,
Okay.
up into the
And-
rafters.
Before we continue with that, Tig, are you just standing where you are? Are you moving closer? What are you doing?
I'm.
Everyone's just chatting now, and you still got a man tied to a chair, chained up.
Yeah, still got
I'm
man touches
working
that
on
chained
that.
up.
I know.
I'm working on it.
I also want things to kind of increase their
actively-
pace a little bit.
You want Tig to
Orc
do the
dips
Tig
into-
thing?
No, I
Sorry.
just don't want it to be 20 minutes of deciding if you're going to take a step forward or a step back. So,
No, I'm staying out from the center of the room because
Okay,
if I'm
cool.
in the center of the room,
Sean, what are
How
you
far
doing?
into the room is Tig? How far into the room are you, Tig?
I think you said I was about 30 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
50
how long
feet
is
from the
how
chair.
long is the room again?
It's 160 by 160 square with you know, so yeah, so the center of the room is 80 feet from any wall. And there's boxes and stuff up against the walls, kind of limiting it a little bit, but because you can climb on
Are
them,
the boxes are the boxes like organized, or are they kind of just like a labyrinth like in here?
It's a bit of both. It's like they've kind of been, they started being stacked against the wall, and people just got lazy and started just kind of, yeah.
Auric is going to dip between boxes, attempting to conceal himself since he hasn't stepped fully into the.
Yep.
He's only been like 10 feet in. Do I feel any of Saros' emotions?
I'm saying no.
Okay.
Given Auric started darting between the boxes, I will actually proceed forward. Yeah, I'll head out forward towards the chair. I just tell Sloane to move further to the side and look after Nia.
Okay. Nia, where are you?
And I am
You're
going to try to
still, like,
hide in these
You're
boxes.
still like 20
Nia
feet
took
from
a
the
few-
chair.
Nia, actually, upon seeing Sarah, started walking towards Sarah's direction in the rafters. Like, as she's like, why? I thought we were friends. Why would you do this? What's this for?
Oh,
Saros.
That would trigger it.
Yeah. Do you want to describe to them what happens?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Auric,
I'm
you'd
gonna
probably be
destroy
the only one to
girl's
see this
trust
immediately
anymore.
from the outside and notice the pattern of your eye from the book begins to form a circle on the ground, lighting up a rune around Tamel. And can I request an intelligence saving throw from everybody inside of it?
Oh
as it bursts
shit.
into light?
Oh no.
Saving?
I'm not good at those.
Oh my
You all are in
dad.
danger.
I'm gonna use
I am trying
Indomitable.
to. Nova, I am trying to hide in these boxes.
Yeah, I know.
By the way, just.
You can
I'm
make a stealth
saying
check.
now I'm expending
Nude.
Indomitable because fuck rolling an 8.
Oh. Well, hang on a minute. I have
That's better.
don't-
17.
I don't think
Fortune's
Tig can
favour.
pass. Oh,
Fortune's favor.
Intelligence.
Fuck,
I don't
come
know.
on.
What's Tig's intelligence? -3. She can't pass.
Plus, may I use my gift of alacrity?
No, because that's only
No,
for
that's only for initiative.
Okay. Well, considering I rolled a 19 on the dice, which is still for me.
Wow. That's good.
Yeah, but then
Take
it's
3.
So 17.
Sorry, I rolled a 9.
The DC was
Hey.
19.
Fuck
So
you!
everyone
Battle
fails.
rods.
All of them inside of it fail. Yeah, Auric is the only one outside.
Which
Do you want
is
to
so
describe the
fucking
spell?
perfect.
On a failed save, the target is driven insane for 1 minute.
Oh, I'm
An
so
insane
sorry, guys.
creature can't take actions, can't understand what other creatures say, can't read, and speaks only in gibberish. The DM
Anyway.
controls its movement, which is erratic.
So
This
Tig.
is Symbol, a 7th level cleric spell.
Symbol.
Nice. I
Symbol.
remember that one.
All
I've never heard of that spell.
Oh, I loved
it's
using that.
it's a cool spell.
That is
Now-
a
I
dope
don't
spell.
suppose that we ever get a chance to remake the save, maybe?
It does not.
Cool.
How long does it last?
1 minute.
Oh, convenient.
It's so perfect that Auric was the only one that didn't affect.
God. Is there any way? Do people? Is it just last, or is there ways to get people out of it? I guess maybe like dispel magic is the only thing.
Or
Unless
restoration.
I know a lot of spells will dispute that, where it says.
I'd
dispel
say Greater Restoration would fix it, being a equivalent level spell.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I don't think Dispel would work. on
Duration
that
is until dispelled or triggered.
It doesn't matter. I don't have dispel magic prepared. 'Cause
Okay. So
do I really? Oh, I do have it prepared actually.
the eye flares up. A blinding light. Just a second. And you're all driven to insanity. Start speaking in tongues. Sloane, the last thing you were doing, I believe, was trying to break him out of the thing. So you're just like yanking at the chain, the chair's flopping about. Nia goes scrambling over boxes in a panic and scare because that's where she was at. She starts like hiding in the corner. Tig,
I'm just me. But with no sense of direction.
you and Twig just
Walk
start
into boxes.
running around in circles, chasing each other, giggling
Just bliss.
maniacally. And Saros, the flare of magic, billows your cape of stars and space back as you stand upright. I imagine with your I can't remember what it's called. Help me.
Hammer.
Yes,
Meteor
meteor hammer hanging from your hand, glaring down
Yeah.
at Auric, and we will take a 2-minute break to get some water.
Thank you. I need to pee
shit
so bad.
Goes off.
Me too.
So,
Cannot engage in this fight with a full bladder.
actually, I will just say quickly: in the dying of the light, there's at least one monstrous shape in the room, just watching everyone in the center.
I don't like that.
Dun
I
dun
don't like
dun! All right, now we go for break. We'll see you all in just a minute. We're just gonna get some water.
Saros, what the fuck?
Trap card.
Wait.
Hey.
Yes. Welcome back, everyone, to Roll for Damage, Rise of Tiamat game called Scales Above. We're gonna have a mage fight / anti-mage
Cleric.
fight. Yes, I am looking forward to this.
Clerics.
These two have known this is coming for 2 years. 2 years. So,
Yeah.
to set the scene, you've got 3 insane battle broads running around down the bottom, either trying to help Tamel out, hiding, or chasing a stick. There is a large, monstrous figure in one corner, just observing. He hasn't moved, doesn't even seem to be breathing. It could be a statue. And Saros is in the rafters, cape billowed from the sort of aftershock of magic. And the bright light would have lit you up as well, Auric. So you guys can clearly see each other. Can I get you to roll initiative, please?
Can we have a short exchange of words?
You can. I'm like,
Yeah, I know.
when
14.
Cool.
What is that? I can't do math in my head right now. 14.
What's your
okay,
dex?
That's where I'm gonna lose. +3.
+5.
okay. Is there anything you want to say to each other before this kicks off?
I'll let you go first since
Well.
you rolled initiative.
Yeah, so I think Saros kind of steps up on a box onto the rafters and does kind of the drop from the balcony. And lands and is like, well, Auric. My lady has had her eye on you for some time.
I suppose our reunion was inevitable. But I've seen your lady. A beleaguered mother. Wrangling brats. Squabbling over magic.
She simply wishes to bring it all back to what it once was. And to do that, I will need that eye back. As I think Saros takes well, I guess how far away are we from each other?
I'm on the complete opposite side of the room.
Yeah.
I'll say you're 100 feet apart.
I didn't go 40 feet in.
No, but he had to have been because so it's like a half.
Oh yeah, with the
roof,
way that is. Yeah.
Otherwise, he'd be on the second story. So
Makes
So,
sense.
sorry, we're how much apart?
100 feet.
I can move 80 with a dash. So yeah, I think that's my move is just running forward, I guess, as I say this. to close the gap.
Anime run with this last statement.
I guess on needing that eye would be a bit of a charge forward, starting to swing around the meteor hammer.
I'll say you've charged forward, you've leapt off a box, and because these turns are meant to kind of happen simultaneously, it's just who's going faster, right? You are currently like sailing towards him, hammer, whipping around. So in your turn, your movement would be like, whoa!
Yeah.
Auric, you're up.
As he's running forward and he says, "I need that eye," Auric will, the book will immediately levitate around Auric, open up, pages flashing, the eye flashing itself as well, as Auric would look back and say, very quickly, "We were friends once." And I'll cast Momentary Stasis. I'll use an action to use Momentary Stasis on Saros. He needs to give me a DC 19 Constitution saving throw.
"19 on the nose."
I will use my reaction.
In the D&D Beyond.
I use my reaction for a Chronal Shift to force you to reroll that.
Oh! No, I'm definitely not going to make those twice. 6.
Yeah, so I imagine these golden threads come and grasp onto Saros, these webs from Auric's spider senses, grab onto Saros. I imagine like midair, even though mechanically I know he's on the ground. Midair, he's grasped by these, and I imagine he breaks free from them, and then Auric twists the spell more. The eye starts rotating really fast, and it reverses that. And they grab onto him in different angles to hold him in place until the end of my next turn.
Okay. He is, floating.
He's restrained.
Just off the ground.
I imagine he started coming down in between, but he's incapacitated and his speed is 0.
The meteor
hammer,
in this way, which was spinning, where your threads are touching it, is like vibrating violently. For the others, currently near, all light in this room goes out for you. And it's like a dark beyond blackness starts rushing in at you. You start to feel pressure, like very claustrophobic in a tiny box as you hide away in the corner. And you feel long fingers of nothingness just start pulling at you, teasing through your hair, gripping your face. It's as it touches you, you feel all the nothing at the end of the lives that you took. Just all that instant of snuffed out blackness is what's pulling it. Saros, you're up.
So you're incapacitated, you can't move, you can't take actions, you can't do reactions. I think you technically can do bonus actions, even though that seems silly, but that's what incapacitated says. It just says you can't, let's see, an incapacitated creature can't take reactions or reactions.
Or actions.
Actions or reactions. And you can't move right now.
Oh, yeah. "Rest assured, no harm will come to any of the others, Auric, but you knew you've been reaching too far for too long." And you just see him like seething with rage, the burn marks just bulging out from all of his skin and veins.
Auric would.
He does nothing because he can't.
Okay, I was waiting for a cool bonus action there, but cool.
No, I got no cool bonus actions.
I know. Auric, perhaps, I mean, he might be overconfident in this moment because that went way too well. But he does walk towards Saros. He doesn't get obviously within like 5 feet of him, but he breaks the 20-foot gap between us. He walks up 15 feet and says, in response to this, I don't expect you to harm the others. You're always fond of them. But my reach has always been with purpose. Unlike you, a leashed dog. And I will cast Reality Break on you.
I don't know what that does.
You need to give me a DC 19 Wisdom save. So this one is probably actually you're going to be a lot better at.
21.
I am going to use my reaction to converge futures and force you to fail that.
Oh, gross.
But you get a level of exhaustion, don't you?
I get a level of exhaustion, though.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's huge, right?
Interesting. Yeah.
Okay,
so
what's reality break too?
I need you to roll me a d10.
Ooh.
Zeros.
Okay.
I am shattering the barriers between realities and timelines, thrusting you into turmoil and madness. You must succeed, obviously, but then you make the wisdom save. You make the save at the end of each of your turns. 5. Okay. All right. So you watch as I am stepped up, and I'm like right in front of you as I cast this, and the orb comes off of the book, and the eye in the center of it stares at you as it's floating, and you almost feel like your whole consciousness sucked into the eye itself, as you are going to experience a rending rift. So you make another save here. I hit you with a spell, so I'm also going to use the eye's special ability, break a charge of it, to sap your dexterity for this round. So you have a 0 modifier now for dexterity instead of whatever your dexterity modifier is. I only have 1 charge of this, so this is my 1 go at this, because you do need to make another save, a dex save.
Okay.
DC 19.
Oh, that's gonna be really hard to make with 0. I believe that is a critical fail.
Yeah, you would still get the proficiency bonus. You just don't get your modifier bonus. I know that's still not going to make it, but oh, okay. I don't know why I thought you were. It's the ranger side I think I'm thinking of. But okay, so you're going to take 8d12 force damage.
Okay.
Jesus.
That's a lot of damage.
Yep. Roll that damage out.
D&D Beyond's taking a while to actually. 51 points of force damage.
Oof.
That's
huge.
And then I am going to. Let's see. I walked 15 feet. I'm gonna walk the rest of my 15 feet back. Or no, I'm gonna walk the rest past you. So I'm 10 feet behind you, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to use Phase Step, which is not a spell because it's a racial feature, to teleport then 30 feet further away from you. So I basically walk past you, rended the shit out of your mind as you feel. I imagine it's because I imagine you just feel the excruciating pain of the void biting into your muscles as you're held in place here, and you can still see me. It doesn't send you anywhere, and I'm just walking around you, looking at you, and I'll just say, "Curious, the amount of magic you can endure, Saros." And then I will teleport away. A little burst of Fey magic around me as I get to the other side, and I am now 40 feet away from you, behind you. End of my turn. Strings fall off. You drop down to the ground, able to do as you would normally do for your turn. Am I still
reality broke?
You are, but it doesn't do anything to you. It only does some. It doesn't like incapacitate you, but it does happen again at the start of your turn. So you're gonna make you're not gonna make another save. So let's see, the affected target. Yeah, you roll a d10 at the start of your turn. So do another d10. You make the save at the end of your turn. Yeah. You at the start of my next turn, you'll have your dexterity back.
Ooh.
Don't forget, Kieran, you do have that hero point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yes. Okay. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Saros.
I came at you, man.
I know, but like reality break is like a really unfair spell. You're gonna take another 6d12 psychic damage, and I'm sorry, but you're stunned.
Oh, god damn.
I know. I'm very sorry. That's 42 points of psychic damage.
I am.
Can I use my hero points to
break the stun?
Yeah, I would
avoid
say
that stun?
definitely let it. Yeah, I would say that would
I'll say,
probably be a fair.
given this is a PvP fight, I'll let you spend it to do that.
Yeah.
Because PvP fights tend to break a lot of rules. All right.
Yeah.
So
100% fair. That would be really unfair if he was stunned.
Shake your head. I'll let you burn it if you want to completely throw off the spell. His reality break is just gone.
Yeah, instead of taking the 42 damage.
No, I have a way around that.
Oh.
Though I don't know what level reality break is. By the feel of it, it is probably an 8th or 9th level spell. So maybe I don't.
Maybe 7th? I feel like it's a 7th. I don't know. I can't remember.
I'll tell you in a moment after you do whatever you're gonna do.
Yeah, no. I just gotta check this little spellbreaker. Oh, gross.
As you drop to the ground and are able-bodied again, Oric would just say, "I don't want to kill you, Saros, but I will if I have to."
Unfortunately, the feeling is not mutual. As I walk 40 feet towards you with Longstrider and hit you with a hammer real hard.
Hit me with a hammer. Hit me real hard.
All right, continue.
Maybe. Does a 19 hit you?
That does hit me.
Okay. As Saros does his classic kind of booming blade on the hammer, kicking it in. It does.
Here's a magic.
5d8 plus 13. 33 force damage.
Oh. Can you tell me what it looks like? I feel like you've been waiting this so long to hit Oric with this.
Give me
even for me
a really good description here. I want to taste it.
Yeah, I mean, I think Saros kind of picks himself off the dirt, and you can already see he is kind of like bleeding out his eye and his nose. You've seen him go through a lot, and he is already through the blender a fair bit here. But, kind of just rushes forward, swinging up the hammer, and launches it straight forward, dead into the center of your chest, just kind of embedding into your solar plexus as the booming energy racks out through your rib cage, shaking your whole body and knocking you back a step, as he kind of swings it back up around his shoulder and catches it again with his underhand, just glaring you down, ready to strike.
Oric immediately pukes up blood, I would imagine, from this. Just immediately a swath of his open blood comes out of his mouth, spattering across his chin and onto the ground between you as he takes a few very difficult steps back. I dreamt of taking that hit.
And do I have to make a wisdom save right now?
Yes, you do.
This was the gamble. Ooh, I did well. 28.
You break the reality break. You are no longer affected by it.
Is there anything else you wish to do with your turn there, Saros?
No, I'm on top of him.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. You fucking mage slayer.
Okay. That means it's now your turn, Sean, right? Flash work.
Yeah, I know. I'm just looking at my spells because I'm terrified that he's on top of me now.
Would you like me to give you a moment while I describe something to Tig?
Yes, that would be beautiful.
Okay. Tig, you're happily chasing Twig around, and the warehouse becomes a forest. Very happy. Everything's good. And then the forest starts to break and becomes dead plants and an endless void, and you've been to the shadow plains that you know where you are. And Twig starts to grow and rot until he is hundreds of feet tall, weeping sort of like something fussy and gross, and he turns towards you, and the decay is just dripping off him as his bark splits open, and he now starts chasing you. The split in the bark has this sucking feeling, much like the door to the astral dreadnought, and he's now chasing you.
Motherfucker.
The magic man inside behind the door beckoning you closer. Okay. Ori, is that enough? You got enough time? You're muted, buddy.
Yeah, I'm just deciding if I want to just pull out the nukes here. Okay. As you're face to face, Auric is spitting blood on the ground, and he looks up, and he takes a moment and looks around, because you guys are, like, I imagine, like, now that I've walked past you, we are amongst our friends. They are all around us.
Tamel's kind of right, I imagine, probably right over my shoulder at this point.
Yeah. It has been too long. You forget my power. And I will bonus action phase step again. Past you. Now, Nova, I'll leave it to you on whether this is technically a racial feature, not a spell, but I think for the purpose of this, it might make sense to let it consider it a spell for Saros. It's up to you.
I am deciding. I feel like it's because it's like inbuilt magic that's to elves, so it feels like
it is magic.
It's like one less spell casting Harry Potter, right? Like you just do.
Yeah.
There's a real question. I have Sentinel.
Is
Would
Sentinel
that
cover
proc?
teleportation? It
No.
might, I think.
I don't think it
I don't know.
does.
No, I
don't think it does
can't
for-
stop you from dimension dooring
I don't
or
think
phase
so.
stepping or misty stepping.
Because you
Sentinel can
can't
only stop your
usually make a
movement.
reaction against a teleport, because it just goes.
Mm.
But if we're counting it as a spell, tell you what, I'll let you make an attack, but it will not count for Sentinel.
Okay.
Okay, I mean, if it counts as a spell, it would proc Mage Slayer.
That's
And
what
let
I
me
was
take an
thinking of
attack
more
of
so.
opportunity. Yeah. It also immediately procs Booming Blade,
I
which
forgot
I
about
cast
that.
on you.
It's gonna be a big hit, isn't it?
That one's gonna do 48 plus
Okay.
5.
Maybe I do need to pull the nukes out.
21 thunder damage from the Booming Blade.
Okay.
Like, don't nuke my dad, Auric. Thanks.
He has no soul.
would
He'll do
never
what he
use
wants.
an area of effect here.
And are you giving me an AoE on him?
Yeah, if you want to make your attack, you can. Yeah.
I can't make it a fancy spell, but I assume a 28 hits you with the hammer
Yeah.
for an extra 9.
It hits me. The fucking scarf on my arm is doing shit. Yeah, you see, I bring up that scarf, like Auric's only experience with any kind of defensive armor is this magical scarf, and I imagine your hammer just rips it to shreds, like where it would normally, like it's meant to be like silken, like steel strong, but I imagine you hit him so hard with that 28 that it just like rips it open and it just like splays out as a normal scarf, and then kind of comes back together as the shield as it just. Oh, how much damage was that again?
9 on the last hit.
Okay.
You need to make a concentration check.
Oh, On what?
Do you have anything on?
Oh,
that's concentration?
Nope. He broke reality break, so
Yeah.
that would have been concentration, but he broke it.
Got it.
Okay, so now I'm 25 feet behind you, and Orc is. I imagine he like took those hits as he was like being sucked into the teleportation, so it just sort of like wrecked his shoulder, and I imagine one of Oric's arms is like dislocated right now and hanging to the side, as he just sort of hobbling over and pushes it back in. One last chance, Saros. I don't want to kill you. And I will cast Maglock Snare on you. So you're gonna need to make a DC 19 strength check. As magical bands of iron pull up from the air, and I imagine suck in some of the nails in the room and other pieces of iron to strengthen themselves, and then all come onto you and just bury you down, locking you down in bands of iron. Your speed is reduced to 0. You're knocked prone, and you're snared essentially. It doesn't. Is it incapacitated or is it restrained?
He is just.
His speed is 0.
Speed is 0. You still can make actions. You just can't move.
Yeah.
Actually, bonus actions are fine.
Yeah.
You just can't move.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you can still do things, but your speed is 0, and you're knocked prone, yeah. And then I'll walk another 30 feet away from you from the 25, so I'm 55 feet away from you now.
I want to see these 9th level cleric spells come out in a minute.
Last chance, Saros.
I don't
there
know
are
level cleric spells.
there are greater things in this world than your goddess even. I was not lying when I said I saw her. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Since we've already had the Tig description, we'll just jump straight back to Saros.
Yeah, Saros just kind of puts a hand on this like metal affecting him, and starts trying to rip the magic from it with a dispel magic.
Awesome.
Which I'm gonna cast at 5th level.
Okay. That will break it.
Okay. And then you're 55 away from me.
How long does Maglock Snare last for?
I was actually just going to ask you that because it doesn't say in the description I have.
Okay, I will just double check.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's for a round. It's for a round.
Yeah.
It's for 1 round.
Oh, so it's already like kind of wearing.
Yeah,
off.
yeah. I just
when you
wanna
start
say-
your turn, it's wearing off, where it would probably go away, like right at the end of your turn. I
just wanted you to know that, so you would dispel. You know.
Yeah. So
'cause-
you don't necessarily need to use that spell magic.
I'll double down on you. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself using a 5th level spell, which dispels any spell to 5th level or lower. Which is what I
This
should have done in the first place and
motherfucker.
forgot that I can do it.
I forgot how awesome Saros is.
21.
That's so good.
I need punch right
And
now.
then just starts walking back towards you
Don't want to kill you.
at 30 feet.
And you can just hear the.
Again, it's unfortunate that I don't feel the same way. You've taken something from my goddess. You had potential. We were not that different once upon a time, Auric.
And you left. I know that you had purpose to leave. But you've not seen any of what has happened. Or I don't know, maybe you have.
I have seen what is to happen.
As have I. And what has happened millions of times elsewhere.
That'll be the end of my turn.
And you can just hear the hammer. And
Saros, stand down.
you have, because all of you have faint magicalness about you. As the hammer spins, there is small, dark, like black lightning crackling off you into the hammer, sort of like it's gaining power in all this magic's being thrown around. So, if that's the end of your turn, we'll do Sean's and I'll do another little craziness interlude.
Okay. I'm gonna pull the nuke out. Because Saros is not standing down, and I've given him 2 chances to stand down, where I've non-critically hurt him, and it's time to nuke him.
How much did you heal, by the way, Saros? 5d8 plus wisdom, right?
21. Not a
Saros,
lot.
I need a DC 19 con save from you.
You can still burn a hero point, just letting you, reminding you of this at some point.
It's a 13.
I have cast Time Ravage on you.
I don't know what this does.
I don't know why I'm so nervous right now, and like, I feel like I'm like kind of shaking a little doing this to Saros. It's the first time Oric has used it. What you essentially see is the same sort of things that have happened before. The eye comes out, and there's sort of this ethereal hourglass that forms around it, made up of spider webs, that just goes like this. And the sand starts rapidly falling into it until there's just a little bit of sand left. Maybe 30 grains of sand. As your physical form is pushed through devastating, rapid aging. You take 10d12 necrotic damage. You age to the point where you only have 30 days left before you die of old age. You have disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, saving throws, and your walking speed is halved. Only the Wish spell or the Greater Restoration spell with a 9th level spell slot can end these effects and restore the target to its previous age.
Spicy. Hit me with the damage.
I rolled a lot of 1s and 2s. It's only 37 damage, necrotic. As you see, as the hourglass is dipping sand down, Saros, your skin begins to tighten and grow taut. Your muscles begin to atrophy rapidly. You feel yourself, I imagine it being difficult to even stand, to even stand up. You start to almost fall prone, but you don't mechanically, as it's all being drained into the eye, your lifespan. I will then...
Can you please list the negative effects of the spell again that aren't the damage?
Yes.
Just slowly.
Yeah.
Yes. You have disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws, and your walking speed is halved. It's basically like several levels of exhaustion all at once.
So there's 4 things there, right? Movement speed halved, disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, saving throw. I have a offer for you, Saros. You have minions here.
Mm-hmm.
If you wish to burn a hero point, you can have up to 3 of those effects negated, as they will effectively fuse themselves with you to eat that negative effect.
Yeah. I'll take the move speed and the disadvantage on attacks.
So just the 2 for now?
That's all you need.
Yeah. That's all I need.
Okay, so from the back room comes a hulking form, blades jutting out of it in several places. This is known as a Preceptoloth and is it is several steps above the burning in the hierarchy of the horsemen. It is the general of the horsemen, and it comes and kneels next to Saros and gets sucked into his cape, and the cape is now just a billowing black shadow energy of him. From the corner, a small creature, not very large, called a Turtleoth, but with it comes an aura of despair, so all-encompassing, even the insane begin to weep at the hopelessness of what's happening around them. It moves up and kneels before Saros. And as you look down at it, its essence dissolves and gets sucked into your eyes and mouth, which are now just pitch black points of nothingness and gateways to the void. To be honest, you almost look like a Bodak.
Fitting.
I'm
Seeing
also
he killed me last time.
going to...
Servants of your god.
You also will gain 10 HP. I rolled so many ones just then.
I'll take it.
But... Auric,
Yeah.
you recognize the small one, known as a Perdoloth, as one of the smallest of the creatures that serve the void.
Okay. So I'll add an addendum to what I shouted at Saros of servants of your god. Servants of your god. Or servants of the unbearable hunger that awaits us all.
It is only through the hunger that your kind can be removed.
Then you are lost.
We all are.
And as he says that we all are, the blackness in his mouth that leaks out is radiating energy and the whole building starts to shake. Your cloak that's billowing, as it gets too close to the boxes that are sort of behind you, it's like 100 swords have just raked across it and they explode into splinters, showering up into the rafters and roof as ephemeral swords, axes, maces sort of attack invisibly out of your cloak, things that get too close.
Of
Continue
my
with
cloak
your
or
turns.
his cloak?
Your cloak. Your cloak is now directly connected to the General of War, and your eyes and mouth are the void.
I have no cloak. I look like a monk.
I can't even remember whose turn it was. Oh, I know.
It's his turn.
So
I
yes,
just got
so
it. Yep.
we'll just move back to
Oh yeah.
Insanity time.
insanity time, and I'll say that Sloane, you are watching, seated on a throne next to Ursamir, and there is 2 large windows. You are on it's no longer just like this, like inside a ribcage. You're on an upper tier, and below is all the souls that used to be bound in the walls are now standing in like a big congregation, all watching what is happening outside as your friend fights your former friend.
Can I say to Ursmir, is there anything we can do to intervene?
My queen. What he has become is what I have been sent to fight. Servant. Puppet.
Who is he talking about? Is he talking about Oric or is he talking about Saros?
Saros.
Okay. If we don't do something, Oric is going to die.
I cannot break this spell. And if Oric dies, if Saros gains more power, we will all die. Sent to the place beyond hope. Right. Whose turn is it?
Saros's, I'm 55 feet away from you.
Nuts.
I move 40 feet towards him. And at this point, Saros is imbued with this thing around him, is just looking kind of madder and definitely more insane than he's ever looked before. There is no stopping this, Auric. You and your companions cannot stand in the way of what is to come.
Then you do not serve Ophelia. You serve the end of us all.
I serve the beginning of what is to come after. And I throw out my hammer as it crackles into lightning and whips out 15 feet towards Auric, wrapping around him with lightning lure. DC 19 strength check.
Excuse me, I'm gonna say I need from you.
Oh, come on.
I need a DC 19 wisdom save from you.
$15.
Temporal shunt, bitch.
It was a 29 and it tipped over to a 4.
Go visit another time in your life. You are going to spend 6 seconds somewhere else in your timeline.
Reaction.
Old man.
Counterspell. Can I do that as a reaction with the same spell I cast as? Same turn I cast
Do
as?
that on.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, he's cast a spell. Well, no,
Wait,
Lightninger's a
you can't-
cantrip.
I cast a cantrip.
Yeah, he can. He can.
Oh shit.
If he has a reaction, he
Use
can
the
do it.
counterspell charge from the hammer.
What level is that?
Oh,
A DC, well, it's a regular counterspell. So
Which is level 3?
3 is 3? Yeah.
So you need to make
spell
a
slot of- If it's 3rd level or lower, the spell fails and has no effect. Otherwise,
not
it's
3rd
10
level lower.
plus the spell level.
So you need to make a wisdom roll, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
17.
Fuck! It's counterspelled. It's a 5th level. DC was 15.
As you go to temporal shunt, you just see the energy from the book basically conflicting against the rock at the end of the meteor and just absorbing into that all around it as it lights up in lightning. And I'll take that strength save now.
Yes, sir. I actually
You're so
can't. I don't think I
polite
can
out
pass.
of character.
I don't think I could pass this. You have a 19.
I have a 19,
saving
yeah.
throw. Yeah, I can't pass it. I have a minus
You
1.
have hero points. I don't know where you stand in this play right now. I know where I stand.
You can hero
I
point.
have no idea
before
where you
roll.
stand.
Before you roll, hero pointing
Yeah.
allows an order to succeed on a check. After you roll, it's a re-roll. So you've only
So
got one
I
choice.
could use my hero point to automatically succeed and not get pulled towards him and stay 15 feet away.
Correct.
I'm gonna use my hero point. And dissipate the lightning around me. As this is the most like magic duel that this fight has been. As there's just sort of I imagine your lightning. Oh, I imagine this like crackling thing goes wrapping around. I whip my hand up and it gets. You start to get sucked into a wormhole to be sent to another timeline. And what does your counterspell look like to stop that?
The counterspell is it absorbing kind of into the meteor, going from book to meteor.
Excellent. That
As
gets
they kind of
sucked in
are
there,
being,
yeah.
you could feel them being like pulled towards each other magnetically, like they've been in the past.
Absolutely. And then I imagine Auric just sort of breaks the lightning chains that go around him, sending the meteor flinging back towards you.
Okay.
A
Does
loud,
lightning lord
low
do-
growl emanates from him, and he ends his turn.
You are not my friend any longer. And I no longer wish not to kill you. Our feelings are mutual. and I will. So we are about 50 feet away from our friends now because I moved back. I step
like
back
the
30
entrance
more.
to the warehouse.
We're almost, yeah, we're like 40 feet, I think, away. Because I'm looking at this. If it's 80 feet, then we're 30 feet away from the entrance. So I'm gonna step back my 30 feet to the entrance. And I'm going to cast my oldest and most trusted spell.
Oh no. I think I know what this is.
I'm glad I told
Gravity
those guards to
sinkhole.
run.
I need you to give me a DC 19 con save.
You have so many con save spells.
They're all con saves, and you're like, it's almost like I'm accidentally specialized to fight you, because every monster we've fought has had ridiculously good con and breaks all of these.
I rolled a 15.
Failure. This is going to be 8d10 force damage. I'm sorry, 9d10. Nope, 8d10. Because it's a 7th level. Okay.
Tell us what happens, Auric.
46 points of force damage. As Auric steps backwards, and that black marble he always carries around with him is actually in the eye, and it slowly comes out of the eye. The pupil of the eye is this black marble that cast this, and he just flings his hand out, and the bead just rapidly faster and faster and faster and faster until it touches Saros's chest, as he is in the middle of the gravity sinkhole. And Saros, you just feel this crushing weight around you as your body is being pulled to the center of this black hole, and you start to feel it ripping you apart and spaghettifying you. If you don't survive this, if not, then you're fine. But you are. Sorry, let me read the full effects. The force damage. You are pulled to the center. I made you the center, so you're just where you are. And yeah, that's what happens. 46 points of force damage.
You hear loud screams of pain, much like when Saros was inside the giant ball of floating daggers and fire and everything else in the temple so long ago. And as the gravity sinkhole kind of collapses back in on itself, you see the withered body of the old man that he has now become, sitting there, this cloak around him as he stands back up, the shadow of death surrounding him, his death ward triggering.
Fuck!
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Death ward saves the day again.
I
Very
will,
nice.
before I end my turn, I will bonus action face step 30 feet further away from him.
He's like, oh no. He just runs.
It's funny because I forgot to do this earlier, but when I face step away and someone's within 5 feet of me, they technically have to give a saving throw or potentially become frightened above me. I forgot to do that before, and I think it doesn't matter at this point. But yeah,
I think you're frightened
because
at this point.
I'm a Winter Eladrin technically with my stats. But I face step away, so I am 75 feet. I'm actually outside in the street now. You can see me through the doors of the gateway, and I actually almost did it like one slightly of fear, but then like for a moment I imagine there's a moment of like Auric looking like, did I kill him? And then you stand up with that shadowy cloak, and true fear comes over Auric's face for the first time in the fight. It's the end of my turn. So I'm currently 75 feet away from him.
Okay.
Underestimated. And he disappears. Casting Word of Recall.
No. Counterspell.
It's 8th level.
Also, I hate to be that person. How far away are you?
Shit! You're right. I can't
That
do it because I'm
counterspell's
75
60
feet. It's 60 feet. Fuck.
Sorry,
Any
Art.
reactions? Any reactions I've got? No, I don't. Damn it.
Burn your hero
Damn
point for
it.
this?
Fuck! I wanted to murder you so badly.
You spent but did not burn your hero point, yes?
Yeah, I did not burn it.
I will allow you to burn it if you wish to increase the distance.
I still might lose though.
Yes. I feel like given how big what I gave to Saros was, I think I want to see if everyone agrees that it's fair that you
absolutely.
will get the increased distance and you can roll an advantage.
That fair?
Everyone fair?
Go for it.
I'll allow it if he's burning a point.
Fair.
Yeah, for
Fair.
sure.
I will burn a point then.
It is my 8th level spell slot. I've been saving it for fear of counter spell.
Word of recall. Where do you go back to?
I have to roll a 13 or higher for this to work.
You have to roll an 8.
Christ.
Oh, you have to roll an 8.
No, plus
right,
5, plus
an
5,
18.
yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't have an 8th level spell slot to cast a spell magic.
Oh my god.
I'm casting a simple
This
third
is actually
level.
really nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
I know.
Can you roll it on camera?
Mm-hmm.
I can try to.
Please.
Alright. Okay.
I need to know if I need to make therapy cups of tea after this.
Double
Okay.
19s.
I'm sorry, as the DM, I should be like, yeah, kill Kieran, but also like, yeah.
No, I love it.
Nice.
Let's take a picture
I
of
love
this
it.
for posterity. You can also see my stupid notes.
Shit's fucked. Help. Ow.
Okay.
So I imagine that this looks like Saros is almost fully teleporting away, and Auric, like bullshit, like super prideful, like flip the hand to cast the spell. No, this is him exerting so much of his own energy to pull Saros back, and it's sort of like these micro black holes form around Saros, just keeping him in place and preventing the spell from pulling him through, as Auric just has a hand out. The orb is spinning as fast as it's ever spun. It's starting to get a little red hot, actually. And then he pulls his hand, and Saros is sucked back into reality.
Yeah, so like the whole spell went off and you like, it's like, and you just don't go anywhere as you kind of like materialize fully around those black holes, which, yeah. Does that make it your turn, Sean?
Yes, it does.
And before we go there, Nia. You feel those inky black fingers drag you to a point. And strewn out before you is all your dead. Aaron, brother, Nixon. But all the people that through your actions could die. Sam, Payne, Sloane, Hig, Saren. And it only takes a second of real time, but for you, you start walking past continents of dead. Your actions have this knock-on effect because you have given up the dragon. You've helped start the alliances in almost a world war at this point. You may be releasing a god or failing to stop the horsemen. Auric, see what
Yes.
you got. Did you set that scroll?
Which scroll?
Did you have a scroll of a spell or something?
Yeah, I copied it into my spellbook. It was Singularity,
Go for it.
which is 9th level, when I already used
I
my
have
9th
a-
level.
I have a question.
Yeah.
There's been a couple of dispel magics cast around throughout this, right?
Uh-huh.
Would that have at any point
Counter
crossed?
spells.
There's been some dispels
Yeah.
too. right?
You've got
Oh,
three
Saros did on himself.
three
yeah.
turns left, I believe,
Oh.
for insanity.
Okay. I just didn't know if it had crossed the path at all.
No.
If it would have.
It's no, I have
the
been.
dispel is a cleric feat that I have, so it's when I heal myself, I can dispel effects. When I heal someone
Well,
or
isn't that
anybody, I can
just
dispel
fucking
effects.
cool?
I'm sorry, you guys are sitting there, but at least you seem to be enjoying the fight.
Oh, very much so. I was curious because I want to go just beat him to a pulp. Is what I want to do.
Fighting our demons.
That's why I did the int save.
Yeah. That was a smart move, my man.
Smart move, yeah.
Auric, what you doing?
This ends here, Saros. And if I can, I will save your soul. Gravity sinkhole again. Centered on him. DC 19. Con save.
I mean, I still take damage even if I'm saved this, right?
Yeah, it is a half anyway, so I think you will die
I have
anyway.
1 HP, so
Roll no. I'm gonna say roll anyway, just for the hell of it.
7.
Okay. This is something I'm gonna do that it might fuck everything up for everyone around us.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Innova, because I am curious. Auric is impenetrably curious about Saros, and also
So is Sean.
somewhere deep inside, Auric has a small respect for Saros. He has, probably of everyone in the party, he had the most respect for Saros. Most love for Sloane, but the most respect for Saros. And respect stays even if your soul leaves, versus love. I use my reaction to cast Soul Cage on his departing soul.
Ooh.
What is Soul Cage? Stop casting spells. I have no idea what they do.
Snatches the soul of a humanoid as it dies and traps it inside the tiny cage that I have. A stolen soul remains inside the cage until the spell ends or until you destroy the cage, which ends the spell. While you have a soul inside the cage, you can exploit it in any ways described below. Use a trapped soul up to 6 times. Once you exploit a soul for the 6th time, it is released and the spell ends. While the soul is trapped, the dead humanoid it came from can't be revived. But I can ask your soul questions, and I can look into where you've been.
Ooh, I love this.
So this crushing gravitational circle comes and pulls, and I imagine at this point just starts to rip you to pieces and shreds, and just starts to break his bones. He starts to snap in many places and is nothing but a pile of muck after this. But a small soul is pulled out of the mess. And Saros is...
Imagine the hammer clunks
Yeah.
to the ground.
And Auric just comes up and he doesn't touch anything. He just stares down at what is left of you in the hammer. There's so much we could have done together, brother. So much that touched you that touched me as well. And I'll hold up the soul cage and look at it. But there's hope left for you.
You can hear this whistling behind you. Your eye is still spinning, giving off heat. The air around it is wavering from how hot it is. It starts to, sort of like almost the outer bit of it starts to melt. And you hear firstly, as you look down, the meteor hammer is doing the same thing as the outer edge of it melts off. And currently have 2 spheres of annihilation just sitting there. On top of that, I need you to make an intelligence save, Auric. Not a huge one, just need to know what you got.
Okay. I rolled really poorly. It's 14.
It's okay. DC was 13. So you...
Oh, thank fucking Christ. I rolled a 2.
Oh wow. Okay, so you could, yeah, if you roll a 1, you so yeah, all right. This wispy bit of matter is rising from the melted off parts of the meteor hammer, and it's reforms, but the entire time calls to you. It's unbound.
The wispy form?
Yeah, magical potential of this wispy.
And this came out of the orb?
Yeah. You hear footsteps behind you. The others are insane for just a little bit longer. But behind you, a large, fiendish creature known as an Edioth steps out. And it scoops up one of the spheres.
You are in no position to fight.
But they are. And I'll look to the rest of the party.
And he steps forward, makes a sucking, and you see the thing just into his mouth and it stays in there. It's like,
I will take these orbs and leave you your soul. Or we fight.
the creature that's holding 2 spheres of annihilations in his hands.
Orc just falls to his knees, exhausted. This may have ended today with Sarah's. But there's a long, long battle ahead. I'll look for you.
Takes your meaning, exhales, and 95% of your soul is snips off the end with a grin. And he leaves. Word discorporealized? Whatever. He teleports out. Taking tiny bit of your soul along with the orbs.
Is the other 95% returned?
Yes, to you. He blows it out, he sort of just like sits over you.
What do I feel?
At the moment, how many hit points are you at?
89.
Holy shit, really?
I have very high constitution.
That face step saved you.
I would have been absolutely obliterated if I didn't have face step. I would have been. You would have destroyed me easily.
I thought you had like 20 or 30 left because I haven't been watching D&D Beyond, just enjoying the fight.
No.
Damn.
No, I have 89. He only got like
too.
3 hits on me. He only got like 3 hits on me.
Yeah.
But
Maybe you should have called in your help. But what do you feel? Sadness and relief in equal measures as you just sit there on your knees and the rest of the party snaps out of it. And just, as they come to, they're just like slowly standing up, looking around, still got that fearful.
Mia is not standing up. She is sobbing on the ground after what you put her through.
As
I'm running to Orc.
As they all come to. And I want to just, you have Auric on his knees outside the warehouse and you can see through the doors as the rest of the party
Oric walked
sobbing,
up to
standing,
Saros's
crying.
mess, so we're inside.
Okay, chill. Fine.
Because Oric is.
I'm trying to set a scene, and everyone has to have a word in.
I'm trying to annotate it to add some beauty to this collaborative scene. Because Oric, I asked how he feels because I want to say what he's doing, and Oric is weeping for the first time in a legitimate way. It's the only time he's ever wept like this before was when he saw the vision of his daughter imprisoned. And Saros promised that we would save her. And he is weeping and reaching a very shaky hand, like physically shaking towards the mess that is Saros's destroyed body. Clutching in his hands close to his chest, Saros's soul.
Let me hug him.
So, we'll end with you just inside the doorway, Oric. Tig picking up Twig, hugging him close. Nia crying in the corner. And Sloane running to you about to throw her arms around you. And we'll end the session there. We're taking a break next week, so you can all deal with this next week. But congratulations, you got a soul! Yay!
Yay!
And you killed that nasty Saros man.
Oh man,
Who was
what a
this
fight,
close
you
to
two.
escaping. So
Ooh.
close.
What a fight.
Such a plan.
That was excellent. Well
That
done,
was
you two.
so good.
Well done.
Yeah, you guys did really well. I'm really happy with that.
Yeah.
Alright. I know that some of you, because like I woke up this morning to your message, Kieran. I was like, hey, you're gonna cast Insanity on them. I'm like, we'll see how this goes, because I had no idea. I was like, are we gonna put them in a force cage to fight something? Are we gonna like teleport them away to do something? Like, are you just gonna get Oric out of town, 1v1 him while they're like, oh my god, where's Oric? So like, this session had to be like completely off the cuff almost.
I had no idea if they would get within range of the sphere. I was like, I hope they can all get baited in by this successfully.
Yup.
It was
Very successful.
such
This is
a
a
cool
very
spell.
successful bait job.
Yeah.
It has all these rules, like you can set up what triggers it and everything. So I had things
So
like
cool.
if anybody left, it would have triggered it. So like, I got really worried it was only gonna catch Nia and Sloane, and I was gonna have to deal with Tig as well. I was like, well, this is gonna be bad.
Yeah.
That was really clever.
Tig was why we had the Preceptoloth be like, I think this will be able to be like, please stop, big tree
Yeah.
lady. But yeah, I apologize for some of you guys sitting there quietly for a long time. But this was the culmination of at least a big part of both of Saros and Oric's story. And it wouldn't have got there without at least Nia, because Nia was like, where's Tamel? Give me Tamel. So without her being her, we would never have got to there. So thank you for being such good sports about it. We're going to say goodbye. I want everyone to do a hi, who are you, and where are you from, and a favorite moment of, just one favorite moment. We haven't got time. It's 20 past 12, so we'll do a quick one, right? So we will start from the bottom. Sure.
Favorite moment would be Sloane translating for the guy at the counter. It was just a little bit. It was just enough. It was beautiful.
Who are you? Where are you from? What do you do?
Oh right, yeah. Sorry, I thought we were doing it. No. I'm sure I played Tig today. Definitely the second best barbarian. Happy to admit that. You can find me here, same time, same day. Not next week because we're not here. I'm synonymous on my Instagram, blah blah blah. But I exist in the meat space as a pet mum, and that's about it.
Okay. Above you, we have Shelby.
Hi, my name is Shelby, or Whistle. I'm from the channel Whistle While You Work. I also go by SheepyDooby-Doo. I'm a Twitter artist and a Twitch streamer and a regular player here. I think my favorite moment was, I know Shannon's gonna get mad because it's probably hers too, and I'm sorry, Shannon, I love you. But it was temporal shunt, bitch. That was
not mine, but I was thinking about it. I was definitely gonna throw it in there.
I guess that was more a favorite player
great.
moment. The banter between you and Kieran is honestly hilarious. It's also fantastic having Kieran back, and I really wish we could keep you.
But you're dead.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. You would have been dead if you came out of here anyway, because Nia would have hunted you down to fucking kill you. You would have murdered you would have murdered a part of Nia's very small family, and she already was very scared of you. So,
and yeah, you
would have had an angry blender on you, and I'm sorry.
I did promise also I'd help her out with stuff like that, so sorry.
You would have had
battle broads all over you.
Yeah, you didn't see what we did to.
They're weird, Dad.
Yeah, see what
They're
we
weird
did
too,
to
dads.
a fleet. You didn't see what we did to a fleet of battleships. You would have died.
Ooh.
Part.
Right. Next up, we have Shannon.
It's me. Hello, everybody. I'm Shannon, S5E05 on all socials. I have been our other party barbarian. We are, she's not listening, but barbarians are created equal. We're both awesome. I am one part of Paradise Productions on this screen, and we do lots of fun stuff. We play D&D on Mondays. I play Scarlet, Sean DMs. When life is a little less chaotic, Sean will stream on Wednesdays and craft, and we just chill. And Sundays we recap our Monday night show on the Sean and Shannon Power Hour, where we bicker and have our usual shenanigans, and it's a lot of fun. I am our community manager. He's the creative director. I'm taking it away from you this time. And yeah, I've been Sloan this evening. My favorite moment, and she fucking walked away, but I really liked when Tig was waking up, like Nia ran into the forest to go get Tig, and she's like, all right, yeah, let's go, come on. I just really liked the way that she played that. It was really fun. So,
Very
damn
good
it, Sarah.
She'll be back in a moment. She just put the kitties away. They're being annoying. All right. Across from you, we have Sean.
Hi, everybody. My name is Sean O'Donovan. I'm the creative director of Paradise Productions, as Shannon said. And I'm usually very silly in these, but I am emotionally devastated and exhausted from this fight. That was truly one of the best encounters I've ever experienced in D&D. Truly, I had so much fun. Was so scared every single round, and absolutely adored having the opportunity to just have this scene with Kieran, and the long-awaited scene, and the back and forth was my favorite part. And Kieran, you did so excellent in being both this new Saros and old Saros. Like, everything about who Saros was still there. It was just his perspective had been shifted like this slightly to a different outcome, and that was excellently done. Like, I couldn't have had a better return of Saros than this, and I'm sorry that I killed you.
I'm not. It was a great way to die.
Just looking at some of the 8th level spells you could have used here, Kieran. That's scary.
I only had one 8th level spell slot, and I didn't have any 8th level spells. Because I have ranger levels, so I have the slots, but I can't use them. Yeah. So I kept the 8th for Word of Recall for fear of counterspell.
I was so terrified, because if you had succeeded on a lot of those last damage dealing things, I would have been really spent, and would have been really hard to kill you, because you would have been able to start healing yourself. And I don't think if I didn't get you when I got you, I don't think I would have beat you.
I have all these things to shut down mages from getting away from me, but they don't take face step into account. It's like the one thing I can't counter. And I was like, oh. And when you used it the second time, I was like, oh, I thought he only had one. Oh no, I'm not gonna win this.
I know we allowed it for the sake of the flavor. Rules was written. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure face step being an ability completely negates all Mage Slayer because Mage Slayer only procs when a spell goes
Eladrin
off.
are really powerful.
Yeah, that's why so many
Eladrin
DMs don't let them in the games.
So I was just thinking of something. The spell harm, 14d6. Ooh. All right. Yes.
Sean didn't say his favorite moment.
Well, here's the thing. I also needed to do things
my
like
favorite
set up
moment
that
was Kieran entirely, honestly. And then Kieran, to specify like a particular point, I just really liked when Kieran, when you were kept saying, I do want to kill you. Like when you specifically were making a point of saying, I do want to kill you. I thought was really important for Ulrich to hear that. And then also just to maintain despite all whatever is happening with the Void and Kieran and Void and Saros, he has always wanted to kill Ulrich, no matter how many moments they've had, any kind of positive interaction they've had. It's always been in Saros' mind that Ulrich will one day have to die, and I will have to kill him.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Absolutely.
Kieran, tell us everything.
Hi, I'm Kieran, also known as Agent Number 1. You can find me over at twitch.tv/Agent Number 1 or on YouTube under Agent Number 1. I am a strategy and variety streamer. I play a lot of Total War, a lot of RimWorld, and a handful of other things, as the spice takes control. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays. I also have a D&D podcast called Wonders and Blunders, which I think has a second season coming out pretty soon. We haven't totally recorded. We're just in editing mode right now. So that'll be fun. I had a lot of fun coming back here tonight. I've been really missing this crew and wanting to come back and do a little cameo. I'm really glad it got to be, Kyle just messaged me to be like, I need you to come back and kill Ulrich. And I was like, I'm in. What's the date, man? I'm 100% down for that fight. Like, I will show up for that for sure.
I think I'd like to, with the soul thing, every now and again, you guys can just chat in our chat that we have, and that way you can ask him, what would you say? And that way I can just word for word be like, he tells you this.
Yeah.
Which should be good. And maybe at some point you'll be able to release him and be like, I have reformed Saros and he's now on the side of good. We'll see how that goes.
Well, I'm curious for you to find out all the answers about why. I don't know. I'm just curious as to what you're going to ask me, because you'll uncover a lot of things.
I got 6 questions. I have 6
you
questions.
only allowed 6 questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I can also look into your.
Memories.
I can look into your memories and see things, but I'd have to specifically know what to look for, I think.
Oh, is that a free, or do you only have 6 memories?
6 interactions.
I have to check the spell again. 6 interactions total, so it's 6 questions or memory looks.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, cool.
I took this spell a long time ago when we leveled up to 16, with no idea what I was going to use it for. I actually was going to try to use it on War Daddy originally, in some way, but I'm very glad that this is how I ended up using it.
Yeah. I couldn't have asked for a better death. There was a lot of today that I was like, I don't think I'm going to be able to kill Ulrich, but I do think I'll be able to get out of it at least and cause a panic sort of thing. I set up, this was a lot of planning to be like, what spells am I going to cast? I had to pre-cast 6 spells coming into this fight to set that trap, I had a lot of active effects. For favorite moments, I had a lot all throughout the night. Definitely the highlight for me was the lightning lash into temporal shunt, into counter spell, into counter spell sort of thing. Just the wizard fight of that to me was the peak moment. So many moments of just catching me in midair, walking past me, and then it truly felt like a proper wizard battle sort of thing. But 2 entirely different types of wizards and stuff as well. And Yeah, it was really. I loved every minute of that fight. That was super enjoyable for me the whole way through. And stalking you guys through the streets and you guys not knowing if I was there for good or bad, and then getting to be like trap card. Like,
Yeah.
He is never going to trust again. Good job.
I'm sorry. I hope you understand. I made you all insane so that I didn't have to fight any of you. Like Sarah's being like,
you're just
I'm here for one person.
Oh no, it's very good that you like Auric finished you here, because if you hadn't, Nia is not nice anymore.
Yeah.
And Nia has
also,
eviscerated people.
A lot of these face steps were also to pull you away from them, so I
ago.
could start using my area of effect on you.
Yeah,
I had a feeling that was what you were doing, but I didn't really have a choice in the matter.
I could see the strategy. It was good. I originally was like, do I tell Kieran he can have like up to 19th level? And I was like, because I felt like that would balance you against him really well. But the power jump in there is huge, because like, how many levels of cleric are you at the moment?
13.
Yeah. So that would have given you, what, 2 extra going to 15. I'm pretty sure that unlocks an extra.
Also, his last cleric feature.
Yeah, like it would make it really, really scary. The only thing that I wasn't sure, because I haven't looked at it for a while, but like divine intervention is the only other thing I think you could have maybe been like, hey, God, help.
That would have been very
if
interesting.
Somehow I lived after that word of recall got canceled, divine intervention was the only chance I had. Like that was
I knew
my
I had
next
to kill
play.
you.
Yeah.
I knew at that moment, like, that no option, but I needed. That's why I was like, I told you to roll. It didn't matter because the fail would have still killed it, but in my head, I always had another charge of Convergent Future ready to go. But I knew if I used one more Convergent Future, my speed would be halved and you'd catch me. And if I had to use Convergent Future, this had to be the last thing to get you, because I can't use it more than that, because at half speed, you would have destroyed me when I can't move the additional 30 feet
very
away.
fun fighting a wizard that you don't know what any of his spells do, because everything you cast, I was like, I don't know what this is. So this is new ground for me.
Hi, my name is Noble, or Noble1, and I run Roll for Damage. I'm the DM here at this game this time every Friday, except for next week. We're gonna have a week off, which would be good to let everyone recuperate and plan what they want to do. And we're hoping to get 5 to 6 weeks before Shannon explodes into babies, so that we can finish off this section of the Rise of Tiamat, get through Zonthal's Tower. We'll see how that goes. My favorite moment, I'm gonna give 2. Were 2 different NPC interactions. One was dumb shopkeeper, just because I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do for this one, and I'd seen a skit about someone that could like not be understood, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just doing. And then the fact that Shannon could hear it, and you were like, what? I was like, yes,
That was
this
great.
is perfect. And then the other one was when Tamel was talking to Saros, and it's just like really confused, because Tamel's like a pretty nice guy, and he's just like, so what's going on, buddy? I don't. Why are you here to help? What's happening? And you're just like, I'm sorry about this whole person. You're just like, that motherfucker. So
yeah, that was gamble. I didn't know that was gonna work. I'm glad.
Oh, if it hadn't,
it
would have
worked,
been.
you would have had such a. Oh, it would have been so bad for you.
Yeah, it would have been really rough because he's a 20th level character.
Oh my god.
He critted me once
Flare
and hit
would've
me
gone
for
out.
60 damage, and we were sparring.
Yeah, so you can hit pretty hard.
Yeah, he was holding back. It was bad.
Yeah, but it's mostly a support thing. He can hit hard, but only a couple times. So generally, he's there to like make sure everyone else is doing all right.
Party dad.
Yeah, and at this level, like everyone's pretty high level now. So, anyways, we're going to call it here. Thank you everyone for showing up, and hope you all enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure most players enjoyed it. I definitely had a lot of fun. I just got to watch these 2 craft things and sit there enjoying it the whole time. Let's find someone to raid.
Nerds of the West is on. Magi RPG is on.
Yeah, we'll
Dice
get Nerds of the
Legends is
West
on.
because there are buttons.
Love Nerds of
Let's
the
do
West.
Nerds of the West.
Nice.
Yeah, they're doing board games right now. Let's go support them.
Good folks.
Alrighty. I want everyone who is here to start waving while I look up Nerds of the West. You will be off there very soon, Nerds of the West. Wave harder, Sean. Not even
You're
looking.
waiting for 2 people right now, Sean.
Alright, just
Okay,
like...
the raid started.
Alright, we will see you all in a fortnight. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.